Thank you.
Right, I think this seems to be live now. It all looks like it's working. Hello, Johan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. We shall be fairly soon. We shall be starting a game. We've only got 4 of us at the moment so far. Which is unusually few, but we've got. I was going to say someone new playing. I mean, it's new. They'll seem new to you because you've only been watching because he hasn't been on the streams before. But actually, Paul was one of the people who originally came along, who originally started this game mode with me, and then sort of disappeared due to real life shenaniganery. So yeah, we've got 3 hunters, and that seems to we reckon that's the minimum that actually works. So we've got enough people to play with.
I'm sure Cornelius will come as well, and I'm not sure if Nesby's coming.
Okay, so we might
And
get
I'm
a
not sure
couple
how
more at
late
some
they will
point.
come. Yeah.
We shall see.
Do you have a link to share to the?
Oh yeah, I
Discord
should
group we have?
I should put links into everything, shouldn't I?
And is your thing correctly not playing other games? Is your
Have
like
I
recently you
set
had
up Twitch
the
to say the
game?
correct game? I believe I have set up Twitch to
Yeah,
show the correct game for once. Yes,
good.
it says GTA 5 in there.
Nice.
It's easy to get that one wrong. I have to admit. How do I get the link on from YouTube? I'm not quite so polished and efficient at starting a stream from Windows, so it's a bit of a sort of a hassle. So, but I'll get this linked in and running as quickly as I reasonably can. So we'll be up and ready to hopefully ready to by the time I finish doing all this faffery, hopefully we'll be ready to start a run. Is everyone basically ready apart from me, by the way?
Need to start recording,
Yeah.
otherwise, yeah.
That's
All
true.
good here, I think.
Oh yeah, you can't middle click to copy in Windows. I'm not used to this operating system. I know I use it all day for work, but I'm still not used to it. Oh, and on.
I didn't even know you did Twitch streams. I thought it was all YouTube.
It's I'm streaming to both because I feel like I might as well.
Okay.
In fact, I think all of my streams have been to both pretty much. If not, the videos are all only on YouTube because, well, videos. But yeah, the streams go out on both
Wow.
services.
Tristan.
That one. And that one.
That's going well.
Is there any particular starting location?
Nope.
You'll be given a starting location when we start.
Okay.
So, yeah, you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to find a car. Well, you'll need to find a car once the game starts, but you can't beforehand because it'll be taken. You're welcome to, but it'll be taken away from you. Ooh,
I find it funny that my cars are taken away partially, so people that spawn have taken some.
Exactly, Johan. Yes, the announcements go out on Discord. There are probably other places that would be worth announcing it, but currently Discord is sort of the main place where I publicise these things. There are a couple of servers where this sort of game is popular, so they seem like a good idea. Okay, shall we start recording? Where's my OBS? There's my OBS. Where's my other OBS? There's my other OBS. Right, this is a mess, but never mind. Okay, is everyone ready to start recording?
Yep.
Okay, ready in...
Someone has left, Steven?
Yep, that was me. I accidentally left somehow. It said exit Rockstar Editor, and I went, Rockstar Editor, what?
Oh dear.
And it kicked me out, but I'm just reconnecting.
You had a question mark about whether or not to exit, and you chose yes.
But it says Rockstar Editor.
Yeah, if you
Basically,
make like clips, in game and things, that happens, and it pops up if you press the wrong buttons. I don't know exactly the combination, but
right. Should we start recording anyway? Well, then I can sort of get back into game and start driving around in circles again to entertain my viewer.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm already recording, so. Oh, God.
Okay. Well, rest of us start in 3, 2, 1, go. It's convenient if we all start recording at the same time because then it makes it a lot easier to line up the videos. I don't have to try and... I mean, we've got some extra little bits and pieces to help me with doing that precisely, but if it's to within a second or so, then it makes it a little bit easier.
me and Demon will just link up at the end, and you're listening this back, and that means that you'll know that.
Yeah, that might work actually.
We just stop recording at the same time.
Yeah, that could work. I mean, it's not too hard to track it down. It's just easier if they all start at the same time. But yeah, never mind. It's the least of my worries when these when trying to put these things together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you driving? So can I chase you?
I seem to be leaving the city at the moment. Not entirely deliberately, but I just sort of started driving, and I seem to be going this way. So I'll make the most of it, because I'm not going to say I'm not allowed to do this during a run, because I mean technically I can go anywhere I want, but there's not much point in leaving the city. And it means if I do leave the city, it makes the maps a bit harder to make, because I've designed it around the city and nearby sort of areas. So I'd have to go in and make all kinds of changes, and I don't want to have to do that. Right, I think I'm ready to start a run. It looks like Paul's back in again, so shall we?
I'm
Are you
not,
sitting up?
I'm-
Oh, no, you've left again.
That was so good timing.
I had to force quit the game because even though it loaded me into the game, it had the loading welcome to the Manhunt server display like permanently hooked down. I couldn't see.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, I had some issues with starting up. The first time I tried to load GTA, my graphics card Windows decided that my graphics card was I don't know what it decided, but I think it disconnected from the graphics card and then reconnected and made all kinds of Windows noises. So today is clearly at least slightly cursed. So hopefully things will settle down and start behaving themselves once we actually start playing. Can I get up this hill? No, that's a tree.
It looks good this time.
Can I climb this tree? Can I climb this hill? It does amuse me that sports cars, because they have more power, are often better at driving up steep hills than off-road vehicles.
Yes, you should. If you see the electric vehicles, Tesseract, for example, the four-wheel drive electric vehicle, that has no trouble driving up steep hills.
Yeah, I feel that should
But
have
it's
been.
very fun.
I mean, I know GTA is. GTA is basically an arcade game. It's not arcade style handling. It's not supposed to be a realistic simulator. But still, there are. Ooh, that was quite neatly done. That was less neatly done. I mean, I don't really care. I'm just messing around while I wait for the game to start. So.
Oh, I'm in and recording and all happy.
Okay, right. Let's get going then.
So, static 2, normal weapons, highest
Yeah.
checkpoint from the hunters.
3 hours is
Circle
probably not
based
long
on
enough to
speed.
implement a new game mode.
Do we
I've
start off
done
with a
that.
random one?
Okay.
Do we start off with a random one?
Yeah, that's what
We
I'm doing.
we could do, although that might be a little bit mean if it's Paul, because doesn't really know the rules yet. So, well,
I'll
We'll see
do
if
it for a
it's
laugh.
yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly.
Explosion, fire, dogs and cats living together.
Checkpoint game. Okay.
That didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm still. My car disappeared, but I'm still way off in the sticks.
Yeah, mine ripped my car out, put me on foot, and there's a checkpoint game on the bottom right.
I do.
Game ended.
Cornelius?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome.
What
It
did
did
they
say
get
game
a
ended.
wanted level for nicking a truck? One sec. Maybe there's a cop nearby. I didn't notice.
Oh, for some reason, it
was
decided no one was the prey.
Well, that's a fairly random outcome, decision and choice and so on. So, well done there. Do you want us to try it again, see if it behaves itself a second?
Yeah.
It's waiting for me.
Maybe. Yeah, no, God, it is. I've seen a lot of photos of various bits of the world.
There we go.
Okay, somebody is actually a prey this time, right? Okay.
Whoever's in the
yeah.
pink car is the prey.
Yes.
I'm the prey.
Oh,
Okay.
good luck.
One thing
so
I
you
will
have
tell
to,
you, Paul,
you have
is
to stop in the checkpoint,
that.
press X on the controller to take it, or if you're on foot, press E
Jump
on the
on it.
keyboard.
Oh, this looks like a supercar.
Yes.
Yes, that's fine. Once
Don't-
you get out of that, don't get back in it, because otherwise you'll unlock supercars for us.
Oh, yep.
If you press and hold select on your controller, you will have an abilities menu which will allow you to do various things, such as blowing up anyone who's in a car they're not allowed to be in. We're allowed to start with anything except super, sports class. Basically, we're allowed to start with below muscle and coupe sort of tier.
Oh, that's a consultant.
Compact,
That's a sports car.
surface, SUVs,
Yeah.
and sedan.
So if you think someone's in an illegal vehicle, you can blow them up using that,
Okay.
but don't spam it, basically.
Of all the people to pick.
Yes, I recommend considering it to be a tactical thing rather than. So I generally use it if I'm being chased by someone in an illegal vehicle to get rid of them, rather than as a sort of I wonder if anyone's being naughty at the moment. Let's just blow them up. Let's hit the button to see what happens. But I mean, I suppose you could do that. It's not too. It is a thing you could do.
No. I'm not that dishonest.
Is there a range limit to how far it can get?
No,
Or is
it will blow everybody up who's using a vehicle they shouldn't be.
Also, so for us finding you, there is a circle on the map which will jump around so that you're always in it.
Oh, yes, I
And-
remember that from the last time. The tracking circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
This is a static one that jumps if you leave it, and also occasionally at random other times just
Sometimes
to keep
the
us on our
circle gets
toes.
bored.
It's also it changes size depending on your speed, so we have a sort of vague indication of what sort of speed you're doing.
Okie dokie.
Oh, you've taken a
And
checkpoint
yes,
already.
that was a checkpoint you've taken.
I didn't realise we started. Okay, well,
Oh,
let's
Apparently we have.
go and hunt him down. You better get
Yep.
out of chat then.
I'll move him.
Okay.
I saw him fleeing towards Life Vader, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Black car. Ooh, not sure which car it is actually. Not sure what type it is. But he sped up towards Life Vader
Okay. I'm
From-
heading up that way.
over the highway, and I lost him because I'm in the best car ever.
Paul is not the most subtle of players, so
No, he was speeding. He was just full speed, sending it
yeah.
as if he was found already.
That's a
Golf course
valid
area.
strategy.
Yeah, I think north of golf course.
It's a valid strategy. I get away with it every time that we do our normal hunts, and I last up to 5 minutes doing that.
Yeah, it does. I feel it spoils the feel of game we're going for. If the game is the way we play it, at least, the idea is for it to be about sort of
Yeah.
stealth and stress and paranoia and stuff. So I mean, yes, I
It-
could
it-
blast around the city, but I don't because it's.
He is blasting. He is past Monument now somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean that doing that had me survive up to 5 minutes at a time. So it's a strategy. It's not one that's going to be very successful in the long run, but it's a strategy.
Cornelius, your microphone is not the normal one.
What's he doing?
Crackling a lot.
It's a bit. It feels like your laptop mic instead of your normal one.
It's odd.
When you were talking earlier, it was fine with Nancy.
Okay, he's down basically airport way.
Yeah, I've been speeding. I couldn't keep up. I'm not in the best car, but
Knowing Paul, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in an Infernus, except you wouldn't be able to take checkpoints in it. Oh,
yeah, no, he was in
probably
a
just-
he was in
Oh, wait, my
or a
car's not
sedan
full.
or a coupe.
There we go.
Oh, that's you, right?
Yeah, sorry. I realised just after I saw you and I was going, oh, there's a purple car. I was going, oh, hey, my car isn't blue. Yes, that was me. Sorry about that.
Oh, he was in a black sedan or coupe when we saw.
Oh, he's gone. I'm going to head back north again. Oh, yes, I see you in a golf cart.
Yes, I am in the golf cart.
That explains why you couldn't keep up, I suppose.
Is someone off road heading west?
No, not me.
From Arena heading west. I lost sight of him as he was way ahead of me when he did that. Towards heliport.
Ooh. Slide. Smash.
Still in a
Oh,
black
Lauren,
car.
no.
Okay, I shall see if
I,
I can...
I, I feel like it's a Sentinel, not a Sentinel. Yeah, a Sentinel. XS? Or an Oracle XS, I think that's what.
You've left the circle,
I
Laurence.
have. Oh, the circle's come to find me though. And he's...
It's an Oracle XS, I think. He took Spaghetti? No, it's
It's round... It's at Autopia Parkway, wherever that is.
it's where, yeah, it's where
Down.
the jump is.
Oh.
By the airport.
I have ridiculous gravity. I'm stuck in a... stuck in a... I don't know what this is because the gravity dropped me when I tried to jump over it. I may be out of the game for a little while I try and escape and get back to a car. We didn't tell him about
Uh,
checkpoint point
as
effects.
Oh no.
As my mic now.
Pete as well.
Better,
sounds
better,
better.
better.
Hello.
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 If he keeps speeding, then I guess I don't go in my golf cart.
Have you already started recording or not yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we have.
Paul is currently the prey.
And he's
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise
He's
you were on a
very
button.
much playing differently to
he
Laurence.
seems to be trying to do a speed run.
They're never fun.
He's in airport now.
Found him, muscle car,
Oh.
heading towards airport jump.
For notice muscle car, I've taken that
Alright.
Dominator that just went past. Okay, I'm going to
It
risk.
is.
I'm going to play risky and take a motorbike because it's right here and it looks quick. And rely on the.
He took the
rely on
jump.
Not being able to find it.
Isn't
Yeah,
that a
but slow
sports car? I think that's a Dominator. Right?
Dominator's a muscle.
Who's in that red car? Is that you, Laurence?
No, I'm on a blue
No,
motorbike.
you're on a bike.
No, let me see. In front of Arena now.
Yeah, we're
West-
going around
West
arena
Nine.
anti-clockwise
Westmount. I'm apparently keeping up
Is
in
it
the
in-
golf cart for
Yeah.
some reason.
because
We're at we're at the recycle plant. Going north. I'm keeping up in my golf cart. I'm happy with that. Like how?
Oh yeah, I
it's
see you.
almost as if someone's spinning him a bunch. Just heading straight north.
Yeah, we passed Benny's.
Approaching Arcadius.
Possibly should have gone for a car because I'm not going to be able to do a great deal with this. Maybe I can get him ahead of him more. I can hop off.
You can
perhaps hop off and
wheelie.
shoot him.
And you can
You
hop
can-
off quick.
Yeah, exactly.
You can keep an eye on him.
Yes.
Still straight north.
Oh yeah, I see him just off in the distance. Did he turn left then?
Nope.
Okay, maybe I didn't see him then. I can see you, and I'm following you flat out.
He's reached the top one. I don't see him currently. He went straight across. He's just going straight north from there, up into the
That
hills.
does sound like Paul's strategy.
I'm assuming he's continuing north. Yes, he is.
Oh,
He
this
has
is
chosen north.
where
He stopped.
he woke up this morning and chose north, did he? Oh,
He turned round.
where are my guns?
coming
Where are my
back.
guns?
Where is everyone?
Oh, there's a checkpoint there. That's why.
Seems to be night time.
In the hills. Oh, nighttime.
You took a while to realise it was night time. Are you heading south again?
Yeah, south, and then right at that crossroads. Hello, Pete.
Hello.
That muscle car.
Entry Manor now? No, up in the hills further.
UFO. Oh, he's rolled it. West at UFO. Up the fork to the right.
That's Gentry Manor now. Then.
And round to the right.
Oh, Pete's in a glitchmobile.
Hey.
And right back towards the UFO.
I don't want to overtake because I'm on a bike, fragile.
East this time.
Oh, traffic.
Yeah, a lot of it there.
It's almost as if there was a load of players around.
Approaching casino. Passing the police station.
We need to stop this.
Passing the casino. Still heading east.
This guy's a danger on the road.
Easton's
Oh,
Mirror Park, subway.
Turned
Oh, I
right
see
before
you.
Mirror Park though. Coming back along the lower bridge, probably.
Is that
Done
a
another right, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see purple.
The PD.
Crossing the bridge.
Ja, dan ultikan
South from there.
slash autocolor on and look at the.
Into a wall.
It auto completes. I'm following. Don't worry. Good job.
Oh,
Good
you
job.
got him. Well done.
Nice.
Didn't even
Martin
notice you
pistol.
got out. Hey.
Hey, don't shoot me. I got shot at. Did you shoot at me?
I seem to have leant forwards quite a lot while I was getting excited there. Therefore my
Lawrence, did you shoot at me there?
no. I mean, I probably should have done, but I didn't. Which way do maybe if I sit here? I don't feel like I'm quite in front of my camera. Move it across a little bit. There we go.
I'm allowed to rejoin here now, right?
Yes, you
We forgot to mention checkpoint effects.
are. We did.
The what now?
So when you take a checkpoint, there's a roughly 50% chance that something weird and random will happen to everybody. Like it suddenly becomes night, for example.
That was what that was. I wondered. I thought I'd like hit some magic key combination or something.
You had. It was the take checkpoint button.
I screwed up. Whoever, I think it was Lobster who was behind me. I stopped on the checkpoint and I just like I was whacking B and I'm like something's not right. Then he hit me in the back and I was like ah.
Alright. Well, that's why you turned round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on. I haven't played this in a year. I think I did pretty well driving there.
Yeah.
You were bombing it. There was no landing at all.
Yeah. The game isn't really designed around driving at high speeds. I mean, it doesn't really matter as such, but yeah, I tend to play it as a stealth type game. Ooh, a pink Volto.
I was trying my best to shake Lobster. I did some really insane cornering and just couldn't quite get it.
You say that, but you went north and further north and continued north.
Yeah, I mean, Mike makes
I
jokes
suspect
about
he
me
doesn't
driving
consider
straight
those-
lines.
Cornering.
No, that's true, but
To be fair, I mean, the reason he went north
Maybe
and
he
north and
did.
north and straight north was because he was going directly towards a checkpoint, so there was
Yeah.
method in his madness.
That's fair.
I could, if I'd have had a clean run and I'd have got that checkpoint, that particular top checkpoint, I think I could have run the entire route.
No, we were right behind you. We'd have probably ended up ramming you off the road at some point, and then you'd have been in a wall, and we'd have, yeah, probably not been able to take you out. Probably.
yeah. I started off following in a golf cart, and after you sped up for quite a while, I'm like, you're never going to keep up. I tried for a bit. It worked for a little bit.
Okay, okay. What happens now?
We do it again.
Lawrence?
although-
Again!
Again. Probably with somebody else as the prey. Maybe me.
Do you want to have a warm-up one with a normal mode before we try the new one?
Yeah, let's do that.
No?
Uh,
I think I just found your golf cart by Arcadius.
Yeah. Very likely.
right, it's on static 2, basically the exact same settings.
Okay.
Lovely. Good luck, Lawrence.
Thank you. Was that you just got hit by the car?
Yeah, you saw that.
Yes. Alright, I should get out of chat.
Ah, Felicia.
I'm looking at the wrong. I'm looking at the wrong Discord server. It's not a good start.
Does you?
There we go. Right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Laurence Plays for some Manhunt Checkpoint. And yes, we do indeed have a new mode, but that's not what we're playing in this particular run. So let's see. This is dead standard at the moment. The same our basic standard rule set, which is where the prey has the 5 checkpoints they have to go and get one at a time, and we've got the new system where the checkpoints aren't taken from the list of about 25-ish that we had for quite a while. What is that? Oh no, I don't want to take a photo. It's just technically a sports car. Where instead of being taken from a list of about 20, it's chosen. We choose a completely random point on the map, and then and that is the checkpoint, which makes it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more varied because then we don't know where all the checkpoints are in advance. And so the hunters. Oh, it's a Sultan. I did this last time we played, and in fact I've just finished making a video of this one where I accidentally picked up a Sultan right at the beginning, and just unlocked sports cars for everyone. So that's fun. Anyway, yes, I'm going to get a series of checkpoints. There'll be 5 of them around the city. If I manage to take all of the checkpoints, then I win the game. If the hunters manage to shoot me dead before I take them all, then they win the game. Nice and simple. The first one I should be told about at some point fairly soon, hopefully. There we go. There's my first one. Vespucci Boulevard and Little Bighorn Avenue in La Mesa. I don't know where that is. So, fortunately, there's a blob on the map that's over that way. La Mesa. Is La Mesa the industrial area? I think it might be. So let's head up this way towards Square of Squares. And if I turn right into Square of Squares, I can then head over towards the head over the bridges to the industrial area, and that's at least going in approximately the right direction. And we can do the right turn on red, just like that Futo. Just follow it around here. And yes, there's a bridge dead ahead, so I'll take that bridge over and see where we go. So today we have some hunters. Who do we have? We have Tristan in purple. We have Paul. I believe I think he usually plays in red or possibly pink. We shall have to see. No, if I spot him, we'll find out what colour he's in then. We've got myself. I don't count. We've got Max in the pale blue. We've got Pete in dark green, and we've got Cornelius in a sort of a creamy, whitey, beigey cut sort of colour. He's probably one of the less obvious hunters because it's sort of almost a normal car colour, because mine's not far off his colour. But I think he's got some yellow headlights to go with it, so it'll make him a little bit more obvious. It's not a completely random point, no guards. The checkpoints are so. It's slightly funny. Basically, it picks a random point and checks whether it's reasonably close to a road, puts it on the road if it is, and chooses another point if it isn't. So we should. Yeah, so it's not a completely random point. There's a little bit of sanity going on in there, and putting the checkpoints in sensible places, like right here, because this is on a road, therefore it's okay. I can stop in the checkpoint, and I can take the checkpoint. And the checkpoint effect is everybody gets out of their car. That's always a fun one. It doesn't seem to have killed any of the hunters, which is a minor disappointment, because the hope is that they'll be doing Mach 3 and they'll get out of their car and go splat as they because of the speed. That hasn't happened, but never mind. You can't have everything. Exactly, it won't be on a mountain or in a swimming pool. It will always be on a road. It might the previous ones, when we picked them all out by hand from just places that seemed like good places to put checkpoints, they were all on junctions. Now that's no longer the case. They're going to be on a road. They won't be on alleyways, I don't think. They'll all be on proper roads, but they could be just anywhere random. Like that one just up there, that was on a bridge, for example. So, Equality Way and Del Perro. Oh, Del Perro. Is that the beach, Del Perro? I think Del Perro is the beach area. So yeah, head back over this way. It's going to be a bit of a drive, so we need to go through straight through across Square of Squares, through downtown, drive over a cone apparently, because that's obviously important, and then just keep going in this general direction. That's that's Cornelius in the sort of the beigey car with the yellow headlights. So as I said, he's not the most obvious of the hunters, but the yellow underglow helps a lot, and the obnoxious yellow headlights also make him stick out quite a bit. So yes, that's a hunter. He's in the right area, so I'm not going to criticise, but hopefully he'll just leave me alone. That car came through at quite a rate of knots, but I think that was a panicked AI rather than another player. I'm going to try and just leave Cornelius alone. Oh, I seem to have acquired a Tristan. That's not good. Yeah, I think I've acquired a Tristan. I don't want to have acquired a Tristan. That's going to be bad for my continued existence. Now, hopefully, he hasn't identified this as a Sultan, and he thinks this is a sedan, because I do normally try and go for sedans at the start of runs. But if he's identified it as a Sultan, then the hunters are all going to start using sports cars, and life is going to get a little bit trickier. So he's fairly close behind me. But again, Sultan, technically a sports car, so hopefully I'll have a chance of getting away from him. Now, I do have a few tricks up my sleeve that I can use to... Driving into walls is not one of them. Being pushed over walls, on the other hand. Don't get wedged, don't get wedged, don't get wedged. Roll over, roll over, roll over, roll over. I'm about to get shot, I can tell. Duck. Duck, 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 more duck. Van. Duck, duck, van. It's new, I don't know. Right, okay, Pete is now right behind me. Okay, well, at least I got away from that without a bullet in my head and without bullets in my tyres. So that's a good thing. I don't like having my tyres shot out, because that's generally bad for handling and everything. Now, Pete seems to have come a cropper through that tight bit up there, which is rather... Oh, no, he's uncroppered. So he's fairly close behind me. Now, there is a jump up here. I can't remember where it goes, but I'm going to take it... Oh! I'll take that. It's not what I intended to do, but it's going to confuse the hunters like anything. So, yes, good. That's definitely a task failed successfully moment there. I did not intend to escape quite like that, but it seems to have worked. My car is not in the best of condition though, so I think I need to change vehicles. What's going on here? Right. I am heading directly back to where all the hunters were before, but I need to change vehicles. I don't want to change vehicles on the highway because it tends to lead to you getting run over or spotted by the hunters and shot with extreme prejudice. So let's come off here because I can, and then I think if I go into, yes, there's a Fusillade in the car park. Let's take that. It's even more obviously a sports car than the one I'm. Far more obviously a sports car than the one I'm driving at the moment. And the problem is if I steal cars from car parks, they end up with broken windows like that, which is unfortunate. But I think I'll take it for now. It's got me a Fusillade. I'm okay. I'm sort of okay with that. This will do for now. I might think about changing cars again at some point in the not too distant future, but for now I'm going to be happy with this Fusillade. That's a red light. I don't care. I kind of want to keep moving and get away from the... I don't know what I'm getting away from at this point. I've successfully left the chase, so that much is okay. And now I just need to make my way over to the next checkpoint. So, I still don't know how much information the hunters gathered from that. So in theory, they might have realised that I was driving a sports car, so they might be driving sports cars now. We'll see what turns up. In theory, they might have got a good look at my character model, so they now might know what I look at, because Tristan was parked right in front of me for a moment or two. There's Max in a monkey suit.
You shithead.
In a golf cart as well. I think he's expressing a bit too much interest in me for my liking. I don't like this. He's also got me pinned, the sod. Right, so yeah, he's managed to find me again. So I think I'd better get out of here. There's a... yeah, let's not be here. I think that's going to be bad for me. Although that said, the golf cart not too difficult to outrun, so I'll just zip past here, head down over this way, and swap cars somewhere down. Well, it's further into Del Perro than I realised. Okay, well I can bomb over this way, disappear down into the beach area, find another car, possibly from the expensive cars car park by the pier, or I can just take this one. Is anyone behind me? No. Right, okay, we'll take this. Is that a Serrano, I think?
We gotta call the sheriff.
Is it a Serrano or a Serrano? I'm never quite sure, but oh, this is a Serrano, yes. Because there's a an SUV that has a very, very similar name to this car. They both sound like a type of Italian meat anyway. So okay, so now it's time to regroup and have a think about what I want to do next. So looking at the map, that next checkpoint is on the highway in a rather awkward place. So I'm going to need to loop round, I think, to go and get it. So if I go up into the area near the golf club, or at least the cemetery, and come down from there, then I think that's probably going to be the best way to get it. Green light, good. Go. Okay, we'll follow this Fusillade. Hopefully the hunters will fixate on that rather than on me. We shall see. I heard tyre noises. Nope, doesn't seem to be... Oop, there goes Tristan. Yes, okay, so the hunters have... Oh, well, actually, I drove Max saw me in a Fusillade, so that's probably why the hunters are now in sports cars. That's a bit of a shame, because it's escalated the... raised the stakes rather a lot more than I wanted to. That red truck behind me must be Paul. Because he's just ramming random cars all over the place. I'm gonna not be here, I think. I'm gonna keep moving and try and just come around that loop again and see if this time, because I don't know if they've actually spotted. If I don't know whether he was investigating me properly or whether it was just sort of a little bit lucky. That's not good driving. What are you doing, Laurence? Try again. Stay on the road this time. So come up here, and this time maybe I'll go left. That seems like a much better idea, because it's actually the way I want to go, if nothing else. And hopefully that'll allow me to get out of here. Yeah, I can follow this road round to the right here, and generally head up towards the... I hear shooting, and it's rather loud, and therefore sounds rather near. If other cars could stop pushing me off the road, that'd be much appreciated. Whoop, that was a bit of a push. Right, okay, turns out I'm going this way. Again, once again, he's in a golf cart, so he's not going to keep up with me. But I still need to get away and do something sensible, like drive through here. Okay, is this the one where you can get out the other side? No, it's not. You can't drive straight through here. Which way do you go? I don't know this. I don't know the canals very well, and I've got my car stuck because it's quite a big sports car. It must be that bridge there. Yes, it must be that one. That's the one that has the exit on it. Right, so we'll come out here, drive through a few pedestrians. Sorry about that. Just come through here and get out of here again. There's another black Serrano there. in a fairly recent run, I think it was last session, 2 weeks ago. I switched from one black muscle car to another, one black Dominator to another one, to an identical vehicle, and that was a little bit foolish. Although, I mean, it was a little bit foolish because the hunters didn't even realise I'd changed vehicles. They just spotted an identical car and came and investigated it. So I've sort of learnt my lesson from that, because that is not a good way to do it. But yeah. What's this? This is a Futo, isn't it? No, it's a Sultan. Alright, Sultan will do. We'll move back into the Sultan. I don't know why I thought it was a Futo. Definitely not one. There we go. So Sultan, again, is a sports car, so it's sort of valid for my purposes in that it's a good enough car. Tristan doesn't seem to have noticed me, which is nice. I don't know how he managed to spot the car I just abandoned. Presumably he spotted it, but didn't see me. Didn't suspect this one. I'm quite happy about that though. He's welcome to not notice me for as much as possible. And the fact I'm driving at the moment, driving a car that's more or less in my player colour from when I'm a hunter is maybe a little sus, but it's not too bad. Right, so the hunters are clearly in the area because we've seen them knocking around a bit, but at the moment there's none of them near me. So I mean, I could run this red light, but I just have this feeling that if I do, a hunter will immediately appear. Now, traffic is starting to build up around me a little bit. It's not too bad at the moment, but there's a little bit of it. There's another car coming. I think I'm going to start moving, actually. I am going to run the red light, because I don't want to lurk around there for too long when and arouse suspicion. Here I'll turn right on a red light, which you're allowed to do because America. And then if I follow this road all the way up to the end, and then actually no, let's turn left here. Turning left on a red is definitely not allowed though, so I might have to wait at this one. There's nobody around again, but oh, there goes green light for me, which is what I needed. So I can head through here, and then if I go down, I'm trying to remember what the how the city's put together. If I turn, I think I'm probably going to play it safe and go all the way down this road to the end of here. Yeah, if I go all the way down this road, then I can turn left at the end, and that'll definitely put me in the right place to get the checkpoint without breaking too many traffic laws. So I think this is probably the sensible way to do it. Of course, this does mean I'm going out onto the extreme edge of the play area, which means that when the hunters will see the circle moving over this way, and they'll have a pretty good idea of where I am, because the odds are most of the circle is outside the play area now, so they're going to know that I'm coming down onto this highway probably, and that's not ideal. There's one of them, and two of them, purple and pink. They are heading out of town though, so that's good for me. I don't normally go that way. I mean, I'm allowed to. I can go anywhere I want, but I tend not to. I tend to try and stay inside basically city limits, because it's not particularly useful to me to go outside the city limits because there aren't any checkpoints that way. Cornelius has clearly got suspicious of me. Stop it. Leave me alone. I'm not driving very AI-like now. Whoa. Yeah, that's getting a bit too much abuse. I'm going to try and get out of here now. Like this. Oh, it's on the other side of the road anyway. Oh, damn it. I misunderstood where the checkpoint was. There's a lot of lag going on around here, and also quite a lot of sports cars. But then the sports cars are entirely my fault, so... Oh no, there's too much... Well, I mean, that's one of the... There's just cars everywhere. One of the big advantages of the 9F is that it makes a lovely ramp. Oh, no, I got shot. Ah. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Yeah. I'm so close to that checkpoint as well, but I thought I won't take it while we're in the middle of a shenaniganery.
How are you not dead?
I respawn, that's how.
I had my tire on Tristan's head for like 10 seconds.
I was going to get in your car, but apparently you don't want me to.
He's hard-headed, you know that.
Suddenly, burger and margarita appeared, so I'm gonna eat. Hey.
Yeah, I was
don't
actually
know why
not
that
sure there that you were actually the target for a while.
But you
If
thought you'd
just
attack me
played
anyway.
dead, I would have ignored you. It's the fact that you just didn't fully act like an AI. If you played dead, I would have believed it.
Yeah.
You've seen too many AI cars though after being your time.
The problem is, acting like an AI is very difficult, and also knowing whether a hunter has decided and knowing how sure a hunter is that you are you is also very difficult. So it's hard.
I had no clue when you started driving the roads quite easily.
Oh, you were definitely harassing me. I thought you would you deliberately come over to pin me.
So your character didn't speak, but a character that was behind you spoke?
Oh right.
And I was not sure if that was you or the character behind.
Maybe you pushed me into their car or something then.
Yeah, if I hit your car, other NPCs also respond to that. It isn't always you exactly.
Right, okay.
So I wasn't sure. I thought I may have not heard you, but I thought I heard from all the cars voice line.
Well, yeah, I was a bit miffed that you apparently found me in the Fusillade, because I didn't think I thought I was just stopped at a traffic lights, so it was a little bit. Oh, come on.
I mean, we're always searching, of course.
Yeah, I know. It's just but it's annoying it's annoying when you get found when you're not doing anything suspicious, and it's just unlucky. So it happens, of course.
For sure.
Right, should we try the survival one?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
So it's the speed you said, basically about 10 miles an hour and 40 miles an hour.
Yes.
If you're between you have to be between them for at least 5 seconds for it to count.
Okay.
It's
a good thing I've got a speedometer, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's no checkpoints, it's just survival. But otherwise, car rules apply as normal.
Yeah.
Locating
this is going to be
circle.
This is going to be the first static one, because they have to be implemented in the 2 specifically, and I haven't implemented or tested the static 2 in the.
Wait, the highest speed is 40, you say?
Yes.
For him to. I'll explain once we started.
That's probably
okay.
better.
I think NPCs drive 50, 60 somewhere. In general,
miles? No, you're talking kilometers an hour, I assume, rather than miles an hour.
I'm talking what the speedometer said.
Well, the speedometer has two rows of numbers on it because it's a speedometer. It has miles. It has kilometers on the outside and miles on the inside. I seem to have gone black screen.
I'm not sure what I was looking. I have a black screen.
Yeah.
I think we've got loading screens.
Give me a moment.
It is, but it doesn't normally do this.
So can I use the Coupe spawner for this?
No.
No.
We never use that anymore.
Yeah,
not?
it's kind of a redundant feature now. Just
Yeah,
because that game mode has evolved over time.
Yeah, you're supposed to use cars from the side of the road, basically.
Where am I meant to get my pink camo Windsor?
You're not allowed a Windsor because they're not natural spawns.
Aren't they? I thought they was.
Nope.
We kind of deemed her a bit OP as well.
Yeah, also that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we're going to need to reconnect, I'm afraid.
Okay.
The Windsor
My
was
connection?
the Windsor was a heavy boat, or heavy chassis.
In this economy?
It's a classic American car. Just Alt F4 out this and then reboot.
Yeah.
Ooh. Close Discord. I misclicked.
That's not right.
Oh no, you still all
okay,
seem to be there. That's all right then.
We're not gonna accept Alt F4. We're gonna have to go for Task Manager.
Yeah. Please hold. Normal service will be resumed as soon as possible.
It's quite funny. My Linux emulation uses more RAM than GTA 5.
This we'll get for playing a game mode that hasn't been a thing for a while.
As in, since this
It's just
afternoon.
more fun.
Load 5M, please. There we go.
5 of them.
But when I tested it, it failed the first time, but then worked once I'd restarted.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm going to take opportunity while everyone's loading their game and nip to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Back.
I hope he'd also started loading his game before he did that.
I was about to
Okay.
say, like,
5M's giving me a black screen.
My
Have you
phone
tried-
did
you
not want to
quit
close
and
down.
relaunched?
We all got that, and we've now pretty much everyone's quit and relaunched, and
Okay.
Wait.
that is a mighty beard. I need a character who looks vaguely innocuous, vaguely subtle. Won't stick out like a sore thumb.
is it right that auto color now is disabled when you're prey?
Yes.
Because I was thinking that the last time, but I wasn't too sure. If the last time, I mean like last hunt or something. I don't know when I did my last run. One day.
Yes, it's
Good,
automatically.
that way I can't. That's good. That way I can't forget it.
Alrighty, loading in.
Finally got my 5M killed, and it was using 12 gigs of RAM.
I didn't even see if it told me. Or I didn't look when it did tell me, rather, when I opened Task Manager.
Oh, no, I was only on 7.8.
Bargain.
Bargain. What do we need to do now?
Wait for everyone to be in.
Oh,
Are all recordings still up? Is everybody still recording?
That's a good point. I haven't actually checked. I mean, the stream's clearly running because people are talking to me, but or were earlier. Yeah, I've got 42 minutes of recording so far. That seems to be working.
Yep, mine is still good.
Boo Bear, do you want to go talk to your mum?
That's interesting. 5M has tripped an early exit trap.
Yeah, the game crashed while you were AFK.
I wasn't AFK. I've been trying to rejoin.
Oh, okay.
This is like the third attempt at restarting 5M. I was having the same issue as Cornelius. It just would not close.
Yeah, I had to use Task Manager and force close it.
I used F8, so you are in the thing menu, and then there is a quit and a quit button twice, and then it just stops it.
Okay.
Control Shift Escape for the win.
That shadow's quite detailed. I'm impressed. I'm standing in front of the overhead projector in the police station briefing room.
You find weird places sometimes, Steve.
Of course, I shouldn't tell you about that because then you'll look at my stream to see what I'm seeing, and then you'll know what character model I'm playing with. So I guess I better change it again.
Damn it! Have to desktop again.
I'm pretty sure we're all too honourable to do that.
Well, I was actually heading over to a police department. See if I can spot a Laurence bit.
Well, don't, because the whole point. If you see me before we start a game, then we have to go. Oh, well, we need to stop and start again because somebody's looked at what character model I'm playing. So, which is always a faff, and it takes me half an hour to find one that's looks reasonably normal and will blend in rather than being weird.
Got a curious question. What is the latency on Twitter anyway? How much behind actually happening is it?
Twitter? Do you mean Twitch?
Twitch. Fair enough.
It's like 10-15 seconds, I think.
Oh, is that all? I thought it was like 2 or 3 minutes.
You can have it on various different latency levels, and I tend to put it on. Normally, I want to have it on low latency because I want to be able to talk to chat. So when people post messages, I want to be able to reply to them without it being sort of half an hour later. but yeah, there are various longer delays available for people who want to avoid stream sniping and that sort of thing. The problem is the game we're playing. It's if I stream it at all, then it's vulnerable to stream sniping because you'll see what car I'm in and what character model I'm playing, and I'll be using that one for quite a long time. So we just have to rely on honesty, really.
Yeah, when we did hunts a lot, I did not want to record it because I had at one point about 1 terabyte of footage, and that was just clips instead of like full recordings. So I started using OBS to stream everything to YouTube, and often there's nobody watching, and sometimes one of us couldn't make it to the hunt but could watch. And I would put it on like 5 minutes, but that was in OBS. I would put it in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know OBS had an option for doing that, but yeah,
I think it's called stream delay, but it's yeah. And I put it on 5 minutes, so that way I'm always safe. I mean,
I've
of
never
course
looked
they might
because
know my
normally
car,
I want the delay to be as short as possible.
Yeah.
Is everyone? Oh no, hardly anyone's in.
No.
Is it worth? Do you want to give it a test to see if it works?
Everyone except Peter's in. And he's.
Oh yeah, I forgot the delay thing for the loading. I forgot you had to press down arrow twice to get it to work.
Is Pete got a name with the dog in it?
Yeah.
Yes, he's posted.
Yeah, getting CTD whenever 5M gets to requesting server permissions, crash the desktop.
Yeah, I was in a car and then we had some game problems. The game crashed, so we've had to we're trying to start again, but one of the people can't get back in again, so we're
I'm gonna restart. I'm back in a second.
Kind of waiting at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, you climb over the counter. See character.
I got a lovely black Fusillade. Moo, Daddy's working.
Your microphone has a lot of hiss in the background, Paul.
Yes, it's working.
No, that's the missus and the kid.
No, there's static and also kid noises.
No, yeah, I need a different microphone for doing this particular thing. I'm having to wear a kind of... Remember I was telling you about all the microphones I got earlier?
Vaguely.
This one is one of the worst ones, but it's one of the only ones that really works with this type of setup. Unless... Hold on a sec. Let me see if this benefits it.
So, I actually had a thing where I wanted to record a voice clip earlier today, and I spent 3 hours trying to get all the background noises out of it. And eventually I found that you can install Crisp as a standalone voice suppressor on a mic.
Yeah, white noise on audio recordings is always a nightmare. Unless you want to go like, full clear bumping on the room and everything else. There seems no way to win.
Mine has generally been okay. I had problems a while back, but it turned out it was because the cable was too close. My old computer was clearly producing a load of interference probably from the fans, as in electrical interference, and the microphone cable wrapped around the computer. My current headset is a USB one, so there's only about 2 feet of analog cable, and then it goes into a analog to digital converter that then goes down to the computer. And so it's pretty good and also very, very simple and easy.
Well, I've actually got one of those as well, but the only problem is it's more for office work. It's like a kind of that type of smaller headset.
Right.
So the actual audio quality received from the game and everything's not so great.
Okay.
Yeah, my headset right now is a JBL wireless Bluetooth thing, and it's wired. I have it on a 3.5mm jack.
Okay. I've got a HyperX gaming headset. It's one of my old colleagues recommended it to me. I bought one, decided I liked it, and bought a second one.
Okay.
One for work and one for home at the time. Although not that I actually go into the office very often anymore. But
I don't think any of us do nowadays, do we?
Restart seems to be on the trek. I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
Awesome.
I was in the office yesterday, but there was shenanigans afoot, so I thought I'd probably better go in.
I went to the office yesterday for about 5 minutes.
I'm going into the office on Monday. I booked my train ticket before I jumped on here. £71 for a return ticket. That is
Well, if you work from home, then technically I'm in the office right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I am in my I'm in my home office at the moment. Yes, but I do also have a building that I can go to, and if I actually want to see my colleagues, I
The
don't let them
amusing
in.
thing is that I actually went into the office yesterday as well. But what is it? Everyone goes to the office on Thursday.
Apparently. I don't. Well, yeah.
I
I'm not
left
gonna.
a link to Chris.ai. It's in the Manhunt channel. It actually works because I've got some fan noises and stuff, and it's actually removing that completely.
Okay.
And
Discord's often
It is what
good about
Discord
removing
uses. It
background
is what
noises, but I think
it is what Discord uses.
it's either a yes or a no. So I think though. So for example, if I've noticed if I start whistling, then it or I'm humming, it thinks it's it thinks it's noise and not signal, so it blocks it. But I think it's either on or off. It doesn't just cut the noise out in the back. Actually, no, it does cut. I'm not sure whether it cuts out noise in the background or not. Maybe that's a bit.
There are some programs that will take basically a sample set of what your background noise is and try to reduce it from anything that comes in.
Audacity will do that for recordings you've made, which I've had mixed results with that. Sometimes it sounds quite good, or doesn't sound like anything, and sometimes it messes up the actual audio that you want to keep. Someone in chat is saying that Discord's made some changes in the last few days that caused everyone on their server with a good microphone to sound weird and horrible until they changed fiddle with some settings. His microphone wasn't good enough for him to need to make those changes, so he doesn't know which ones need to be fiddled with.
Listen, I've fallen out with you.
I think they changed. I think honestly they changed the microphone, the main microphone, like the bass one, to default again. Because I heard Cornelius with different mic, I heard Blade Runner with different mic, and it's just changing the default mic or the one Discord uses.
Okay, that's
I think
possible.
they automatically changed something like that, but I'm not 100% sure.
I just got a crash.
Nope. Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
isn't
I
happy
got a
about.
black Voltic, then a pink Voltic, then a frozen screen. Frozen game.
Yeah,
Okay, that's potentially useful for the.
my game
Control
is pretty
shift
frozen.
escape. Oh no, it actually crashed 5M hard.
Yeah, I was spinning Windows spinning thing of doom.
And you'll get a prompt in a minute saying it stopped responding.
Yeah, that,
That's.
Or you can just hit Control.
Oh yeah, my RAM is going through the roof. 8 gig,
9 gig.
8.5 gig.
Yeah, that's true. Mine's climbing as well. Okay, it looks
so
like your
it must be a
9 gig.
memory leak in.
We're not doing that game mode then.
yeah, looks like
Let's
your new
kill
game
that.
mode causes massive memory leaks. Okay, well we'll go back to the old
Interesting.
favourites.
I'm going to take the opportunity to restart the server.
Probably a good idea.
I just relogged. Oh no.
I'm going to set GTA loading again, hopefully, and then I'm going to go to Lou as well this time.
Yeah, well, hold on. If we're going to reboot the
Grab
server,
a hobgoblin if you're ready.
I've got an old golden hen at the moment.
Okay, good.
Did you say you're rebooting the server, or you have rebooted the server?
I have rebooted the server.
Okay, I'll set it connecting then. Back in a moment.
Listen, did you do the thing that I think you did?
Nope.
Heck.
Do you have Steam open?
I don't play this through Steam.
That's not what I asked.
Also, no.
Hey, I'm back in.
I assume you tried to turn the mode on.
Mhm.
I don't remember what you're normally called in game.
Heat, I think. So I'm still getting a memory leak. I'm in normally now, but I'm at 3.5 gig RAM and it's climbing.
That's presumably vehicles spawning in that you need to remember about.
Maybe. I've never had command open when I join, so I don't know if this is normal or not. It's just something I've noticed. Saying that, it's not climbing too much anymore. I expect it to drop shortly.
How much did you say?
3.6 now.
I'm at 3.4.
I'm at 3 gig.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah,
normal then.
between 3 to 4 gig is about normal. What I've
Okay.
seen before.
Sure. I have never had command prompt open when playing this.
Yes, we are indeed live beta
Uh,
testing, which is a lot of fun. I mean, to be fair, I advertise this as a behind-the-scenes look at Manhunt, and this is the sort of thing that happens.
Under the bonnet.
Yes.
Literally.
This is what happens when about 4 or 5 hours ago, Laurence says, "Hey, how about this game
Here's an
mode?"
idea. Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand.
You say that, but it's not just Laurence saying, "Hey, how about this game mode?" It's also you saying, "Oh, no problem."
Yeah, I can do that in the next 3
Yeah.
hours. He said.
Sure, why not?
Okay,
What's the
Johan's
worst
saying
that
that
could happen?
the Discord have re-enabled noise suppression by default for all users. So if you've already got quite good noise suppression or or a not particularly noisy audio feed, then it messes it all up because it's trying to sort of noise suppress twice, and it's trying to find noise where there isn't really any, and it causes problems.
Surely that should just not find any noise to suppress.
Yes, but maybe it thinks that if you suppressed it completely, then you've if there's nothing there, then then you've clearly turned the microphone off or completely muted it or something. So it's then looking at when you're actually making noise and trying to find some noise in your sounds.
So if you're in a completely sealed room, completely audio deafened and stuff, then your own heartbeat becomes noise to you.
Yeah, I've heard that. As in, I've heard that is the case. I've I've done it and tried it and heard my heartbeat. Would be quite interesting.
I've been in a voice recording studio, and you make a lot. So it was a voiceover studio,
I'm
but
going to
fully dampened.
interrupt because I think we're all here, and let's get playing because. Well,
Yeah, I'm
that's what
Yes.
setting it
It
up.
was
Yeah.
fully dampened, and you just be surprised how many noises how much you can hear your belly and everything.
Yeah, I can believe
Yeah.
that. We're not used to silence.
You hear the fluid running through your veins and like, what's up with that? Just think how it would
Laurence,
be
Pete
for
says you smell.
Pardon?
Pete says you smell.
Pete says a lot of things. We can't go believing him.
That's true.
I thought I'd just go to the server. That's annoying. Oh well.
There's no evidence
Nope.
of it.
Nope.
There is evidence of my recording. Good luck
Never.
erasing that. And I
Well, I put a space in, that's why.
Oh, no, if it's not a command, then
Ow.
Oh, does it do it for any non-command?
Yeah.
That's annoying. It's not annoying, but... Anyway.
Yeah, I should probably get
Is
myself
this
out of the chat.
relative to the checkpoint or to the player?
Good question. Hang on.
Right, hello everyone, and welcome to Manhunt Checkpoint and the Laurence Plays channel. I need to find myself a car that isn't this one because I won't get told about any of the... Oh, the game has been ended. What? What's going on?
7.
Or slash appearance and then remember the code.
What's going on?
Yeah,
The game
it
said
says-
it's ended.
If says it,
Wrong game mode.
Okay.
Alrighty.
If seven
Alrighty
doing
then.
nothing.
Aw.
Why is my webcam on?
Oh,
F7
Paul's
should do
joining
something.
He can join in partway through,
No.
can't he?
Okay,
Does
it
that
did
work, he says? I'm
something.
never sure.
I can't remember.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
It's
if not.
habits. It's habits.
I thought you were Laurence.
Let's get rid of him then.
Oh, maybe we've started. Who knows? Right. Well, it looks like we've probably started. Okay, so let's try and actually have a game now, shall we? So after all that faffing around, we seem to be about ready now. So I need to nip up here somewhere and find myself a car, and then I can run through and do an intro and stuff. And that's an Oracle. I want. Oh, let's take that. Is that a Primo? Whatever. No, it's a Washington. Whatever it is, it'll do. Because it's not a sports car this time, and let's not make the mistake I made last time where I accidentally a sports car as my very first car change. So, give me a car. Yes, it's a Washington, which is pretty terrible. Ooh, actually, no, better. Let's take that, what are these things even called? The one that's basically a Rolls or a Bentley or something. I've forgotten the name of it. Super Diamond. That's the one. Super Diamond. These are actually quite good. Well, they're a sedan, which is a mediocre car class. But as sedans go, they're actually quite good. So actually, I should probably do a sort of standard intro so I can turn this into a video, shouldn't I? So, hello everyone, welcome to Laurence Plays Manhunt Checkpoint, where as usual I'm playing the prey, and that means I have to wander around the city, and there are going to be some checkpoints for me to take, and the first one of those is at Wild Oats Drive and Wispy Mound Drive in Vinewood Hills. So I don't really know where that is, because all the checkpoints are now completely randomly generated, but I do know where Vinewood Hills is, so I can head over in the right direction, and I've got it showing up on my mini-map, so I've got a vague idea of where I'm supposed to be going. So I'm driving a Super Diamond at the moment, which is an interesting choice of car. It's a sedan, and it's one of the better sedans out there. It's actually surprisingly quick in a straight line. So I'm hoping that if the hunters do find me, then I'm going to be able to use this to get away from them without too much difficulty. We'll see how that goes, of course, but I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Because they're not allowed to use anything better than this. The way the game works these days is that the hunters are allowed to use only allowed to use classes of interesting car if I've already used a car from that class. So if I drive a Dominator, they're allowed to use muscle cars. If I drive a if I drive a Comet, then they're allowed to use sports cars, that sort of thing. But until I've driven an interesting car, cars from the other classes, they're only allowed to use sedans, compacts, SUVs, and sort of nonsense stuff like trucks and golf carts and weird stuff like that. So the idea is that this gives me a bit of an incentive to use the worst vehicles in the game. So rather than us just always being in sports cars, because I have to realistically be in a sports car if I want to have a chance of getting away from anything, it gives me a bit of an incentive to use slightly worse vehicles like the Super Diamond. And so, as I say, the Super Diamond is in the sedan class, and that means that car's having an accident over there, probably. But it's one of the better ones. As I said, it's surprisingly quick in a straight line. So if we do get into a chase, then I will hopefully be able to just put my foot down. And if they are in a better car they're not supposed to be using, then I can blow them up, which is always very satisfying. So, checkpoint somewhere over that way. I think I'm impatient, so I'm going to run this red light to try and drive through around that oracle. Bonk. We've got a green light now, so we can carry on moving. Good. That didn't go too badly. I don't think I got spotted by a hunter doing that. Because I don't really like to run red lights, because I'm always paranoid that the hunters are going to see me do it, and therefore get very, very suspicious and come and attack me. But I got away with it that time. And we're heading over... Yes, heading in about the right direction. It says Vinewood Hills, actually, not just Vinewood. So that probably is actually up in the hills. Specifically the Vinewood Hills. So I'm going to need to get quite a long way up that way. But... let's have a quick look at the map. Is it that button to get map? No, it is. Yes, it is. Map. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. All the way up there. All right, that's not too bad. So if I turn left here and then just head in a straight line up into the hills, then I can head over to the right at that crossroads, and then just keep going that way, and that should get me to about where I want to go, I think. So I want to be in this lane. Drive a little bit faster than that, so as not to look too suspicious. Right. I apologise for spending all my time stopped at red lights, but this is a busy road. There's a lot of traffic around here, and well, on one hand, a lot of traffic always gets the hunters suspicious, so that's dangerous, and it means they're more likely to stop in this area and have a look around. And it means if I try and run the light, I'm more likely to have an accident and drive into another car. So I'm trying to avoid that. So I hope you'll forgive me for sort of sitting around at traffic lights a little bit and just waiting a bit. There we go. Green light. So my plan was straight up here and just keep going straight up into the hills, and then take probably the second right in the hills. So it's going to be about the fourth right from here. Here's the first one. That's my right of way. I do understand how four-way stops work, even in America. They're slightly weird. We don't have four-way stops as a thing in the UK. Okay, well that's two of the hunters. Those hunters were both in sports cars, so that means I get to blow them up if we get into a chase. So that's nice. So in the last couple of runs we've done, I've accidentally got in a sports car rather quickly, and unintentionally got in a sports car because I just misidentified a Sultan. So the hunters appear to have decided that means I'm probably going to choose to use sports cars a lot of the time. And therefore they're guessing that I'll have jumped into a sports car this time as well. So that means that at some point, as I say, when we get in a chase, there's no point in me blowing them up now, But when we get into a chase and it's tactically useful, I can blow them up and basically get out of chase free, as it were. So that's going to be very, very useful.
Wow.
Go left turn up here, and then the checkpoint is just around this corner. I can see it on the mini map, so I can grab it. And so within the current rules are that you have to stop in checkpoints to take them. So I'll pull up here like that, take the checkpoint, and go. Oh no, my car's gone blue. I didn't want that to happen because I like this car. I suppose that means I am going to have to change this at some point, and I need to find another Super Diamond. Would be nice because, as I said, it's a good car for the way for the game mode we're playing. I don't really want an Oracle because they're not too bad as cars go, but they are the worst of the coupes, so it's not really an ideal one to drive. But if the hunters see me in this car, they're going to get very, very suspicious because it's a really obvious garish blue. I don't want to take a supercar because I can't take checkpoints in supercars. There's Max behind me in a compact. And he's very suspicious of this car because it's obnoxious blue, as previously discussed. So I'm going to need to try and run away now. This was stupid. I should have changed cars much sooner, but I didn't see anything that I particularly wanted. So yeah, I wondered if I was going to jump over that Oracle then, but no, not quite. So as I said, the Super Diamond actually surprisingly quick in a straight line. It's not great at corners because it weighs 1,000,000 tons, but I'm having some driving difficulties here. I can't see. Camera difficulties as well. Right. Let's try and get out of here. Because Max is behind me now. Oh, okay. There's someone in a car they're not supposed to be in. So let's jump down here. And now as I'm driving in a straight line again, I can press this button. I can go abilities, detonate illegal hunters. And boom! That's nearly all of them gone, all in one go, because they're all cheating, the dastardly wasp names. Unfortunately, Max was not cheating, and is still behind me. But that was 4 hunters. That might be a new personal best. Oh, so yeah, the brakes on the Super Diamond aren't great. It's got as I say, reasonable turn of speed for the class of car it is, but it's not manoeuvrable. So I think I'm going to be faster than the yes, boom. Not only boom, but boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so I don't have the handling to stay away from Max, but hopefully I have the top end speed to do so. But there's the next checkpoint. Ooh, and that's a tree. And that was a very weird crash, but yeah, he's not going to be able to do much against me pushing me around in that smart car. But he's able to get turned around and get back on the chase much more quickly than I would like. So yes, once again, I'm going to need to sort of charge across the city, try and get away from Max, and then hopefully manage to switch cars to something a little bit less obnoxiously blue. The problem is he's following me reasonably close behind, so he's gonna he's seen me take that turn, so he's still behind me over there. Oh no, I need to take this corner because there's nowhere to go the other way. Oh, that was a slow lumbering corner. Yeah, that's the problem. You see, now he's caught up completely because this car just can't go round corners. I think I'm going to use the turn off the circle as well, because yeah, he's close enough behind me that the circle isn't actually useful for him at the moment. But I think it's a purple car. But yeah, that looks like Tristan's joined the chase as well. That's unfortunate because I was really hoping that my car would have the straight line speed advantage over the Phantom. Oh, damn it! I can't even take that sort of corner. Oh, they're both in Pantos. Okay, well, all right. If you want, I'm not going to object to them being in Pantos because it just means that if we do get into any sort of altercation, I can just bop them out of the way like I did then, which is spectacular and also funny. Can I climb this wall? No, apparently not. Not quickly enough, anyway. Ah. So the climbing the walls trick like that. Oh, because they were miles back as well. If I just kept going, I'd probably been away. That's really frustrating. If I'd managed to climb the walls trick there, and I got over, then I'd have been away. If I'd kept going and hadn't tried the wall trick, I'd also probably have been away. But because neither of those things happened, I'm still being followed. Oh no, I thought there was a way through there. I'm obviously thinking of a different junction. This is not going well. and it's going not well entirely due to my bad driving as well, which is a bit frustrating. Now, there's not a lot they can do to stop me because my car weighs more than both of theirs put together, but but also it's difficult to get away because of the aforementioned agility issues that I'm having. Also, my car is starting to pull to the right a bit because I've bashed it up too much. Also, I'm storming way across the city away from the checkpoint that I need to take, which is not what I want to be doing at this point. Can I get through that gap? I can. Can I get down this and down this ramp? Because I don't want to just bomb it away along the main road there, because that's never going to get me away. Sneak down here. Was there sufficient sneak in that? No, there was not. This is a bad place to go with the vehicles we have in play at the moment, because well, at least the first bit of that was a twisty turny bit, and this is not a twisty turny car. Still, we're getting a nice chase out of this, which is good, I think, and that's it makes for good content on the channel, I think. I'm hoping you're enjoying it as much as the rest of us. Can I turn around here and then bomb back up the storm drain? Yes, I can. And who's that? That's Pete, who appears to have some lag issues and therefore missed me, which is kind of pleasing. Now, once again, Max is behind me, but the storm drain is long and straight and fast, so hopefully I can use that to build up a bit of a distance advantage, a bit of a gap, if I don't drive into stuff because I'm too busy looking behind me. Oh, for goodness sake! And I need to find one of the exits to the storm drain. That's the hardest part of this. Here we go. This will do. Whee! Tree. Ideally, without flying into a tree, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, they've both gone past as well, so, you know, kind of partial success there. But this, I mean, I thought when I picked it up, I thought, yeah, the Super Diamond will be a great vehicle for this sort of thing, because it's quick. And once it gets going, yeah, it's quite quick. As you've noticed, I've been able to, when I find reasonably straight lines, I've been able to establish some quite good gaps over the hunters. The problem is, whilst it's quick, it's abysmal at turning. It just won't even. And now I've gone up an alleyway, which is also going to be a narrow place to go. But so far so good. I have no illusions that I'm going to have lost the hunters at this point, but ideally if I'd had a more agile car, I'd have been able to wiggle across there and go into the next alleyway, but I had to slow down to practically no miles an hour in order to get across that bit. And Pete is still with me, and I've gone into a telegraph pole because, again, I was looking behind me. And then the problem is, I was looking behind me in order to try and work out where the hunters were, but the car is so bad at turning that normally you go around a corner like that, you look behind yourself, like that, you look forward again, you realise there's a bloody hell, that was a good shot. I think we're going to have to remove sniper rifles from this game. Oh,
Yay for ambushes.
that car does not corner.
Our cars don't accelerate. That was a pickle for you, because you were in a pickle. I mean, because we had we could not out accelerate you, but you can corner.
Yeah.
Faster, so that was a trade-off.
Yeah. As Chat has pointed out, it would have been great if I hadn't been given a horrendous blue paint job by that checkpoint. I should have changed cars almost immediately when that happened, really. The problem was there wasn't anything around there that wasn't a sports car. So.
Yeah, that was a very easy spot. I'm
not surprised you spotted me in that.
I thought there was a very small chance that it might have been still like remnants within your. You kept it spawned, maybe.
Yeah, it's possible, but no, it was unfortunately not.
I would like to point out I was disgusted that I had a head-on collision with you and you took absolutely 0 damage.
Yeah, you didn't have a head-on collision with me at my end. You lagged through me, or lagged around me, or something. There was. I did manage to successfully boop one of the Pantos out of the way, which I was quite happy with.
you like rolled me over.
Yeah, I should have done that more, to be honest. Even if it wasn't good tactic for escaping, it was still funny.
You could have like. I'm thinking you could have tried to push us like off highways and things like that. Maybe.
Yeah, there was one bit where I Yeah, I was sort of riding along a wall to see if I could get over it, and it didn't. And
Yeah.
it didn't manage to. But then when I look back, I realised you guys were quite a long way back, and I reckon if I hadn't been trying to get over the wall, I'd probably have been away. That was
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I hit
just
the
after
NPC that
5
drove
ways.
into me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hit an NPC that drove into me.
yeah. I assumed it was probably something like that. You tangled with traffic, and a panto
And
always comes off
Tristan
worse.
spun, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking
overtook him.
when I picked it up, I was thinking, yeah, the Super Diamond will be a good car. It's not good, but at least it's reasonably quick in a straight line. That'll probably be very useful. But no.
To be fair, I was struggling with the Panto. That was
Oh yeah,
difficult.
but in a straight line, yes, I was getting away from you a bit, but then eventually I'd have to turn. And the other problem was every time I looked back, I'd then look forward again, and there'd be something in the way, because there always is. But in a normal car, you'd be able to sort of juke slightly to dodge it. In the Super Diamond, it's so bad at turning, it just doesn't work. So I kept driving into things because I'd glance behind me, and just couldn't do anything about it.
So
I
what you're
found-
saying is
Wasn't
you need
Super
to more
Diamond a
practice in the
coupe?
Windsor.
Yeah, probably.
Is it Super Diamond a coupe?
No, it's
No.
a sedan.
Ah. If I find it, I'll
That's
drive
why
that
I
next
blew
time.
up when I was in a coupe.
Yeah, that
If
was
I
that was
find it, I'll
quite
drive that
satisfying.
next time.
Managing to get 4 of you in one go. Oh, and one of the front wheels on my I found my Super Diamond again. One of the front wheels was horribly pushed in and had some very strange camber, so that was probably not helping.
I was saying
There was
earlier
a thing
that
from where you tried go off the highway and right into the barrier.
Yeah, I thought that was a different exit to the highway when there's a way you can go straight through there.
Yeah. No, but I think that's where your tire is.
Oh, probably.
Like,
Yeah.
there was in fact good enough for that.
Yeah, might be right.
Pete wanted to say something.
oh, so we were saying earlier that way back when we had the rule that if all the hunters died at the same time, then the prey won. And I don't think that rule ever got rescinded.
Yeah.
I lived, so I was.
Yeah.
I would say it didn't happen in that instance, but it kind of brought it to mind that actually.
Yeah, I did see you all earlier on and went, ooh, they all seem to be driving sports cars. That could be useful. Or all. I saw 2 of them. I think it was Tristan and probably Paul, because I think it was a pink one.
I thought it was
Yeah,
in the coupe, but I can't remember.
I actually was never near you. I was changing my car color, and then I was forever chasing just to get into the area where the action is.
Yeah, once a chase gets going, then it tends to move around the city fairly quickly, because obviously it's a chase, you're going flat out.
Which means people who aren't there want to be in things like sports cars to get over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you need to anticipate where it's going to go and try and get ahead of it, but that's how easier said than done.
You mean exactly what I did at the end.
Yeah, I guess so.
Laurence, when I saw you going for the jump, the strange jump that always messes us up, your jump, I tried to. I did not go up. I just continued straight. If you would have just taken the highway to the left, you would have lost me. I was thinking not well enough.
Yeah, but I was right behind him, so
Okay, but yeah,
limited options.
Tristan,
might
could you
be
code
limited,
it so
but
that the hunters never spawn in the same place as the prey, please? Because that's twice in very, very quick succession that I've had a hunter spawn on top of the car, and that feels
They're
bad.
not supposed to, but yeah, I can have a look at.
Because the whole point of it is that they're not supposed to see what I'm dressed as, basically. And if I'm not sure Cornelius or whoever it was did, but still, it's bad.
Did you just spawn in the pink sports car and had some guy hanging out your sunroof?
Oh, was it you?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Okay.
If we could fix that, that'd be much appreciated.
I'm okay. I've got 2
I
more.
can stream to behind the scenes.
I actually only realized just
Right, hello everybody, welcome to Laurence Plays, where we're playing Manhunt Checkpoint, and I am the prey. So that means I'm going to be waltzing my way around the city, trying to find some of these checkpoints. West Vinewood, blooming heck, that's miles away. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to get onto the highway. How do you get onto the highway from here? Can you get onto the highway from here? Yes, if I turn left here, I can probably get onto something highway-ish. It's not actually... Oh, I don't know. Oh, yes, I know where I am. Right, so yes, I'll go around this way. So there are some checkpoints around the city. One of them is over on Didion Drive in West Vinewood. So I need to drive up there and take it. There are some hunters knocking around the city who are going to try and stop me from taking checkpoints, usually by shooting me in the head. And if they manage to kill me, then they win the game. If I manage to take all 5 checkpoints, then I win the game. And so far this evening, I've not been doing brilliantly, to be quite honest with you. Although one of the hunters has just dropped, so you know that can only be a good thing from my survivability point of view. I've picked myself up an Oracle, which is it's the worst of the coupes, but I don't know. I needed a car, so I thought this will do. Unfortunately, this does mean that coupes have been unlocked for the hunters because they're not allowed to drive any classes of good or remotely good cars until I've driven a car in that class. So this has unlocked the coupes for them, which is a bit of a shame, but at least I haven't unlocked sports cars for them by mistake this time. So that's a good start. Yeah, a thing. So, I'm going to bimble my way up the city towards Vinewood. But I'm using the highways because that's the fastest way to get around the city if you need to cover long distances. It's what they're there for, so I'm going to make the most of it. And it looks like I'm heading in pretty much the right direction looking at the minimap. So, what's the plan for today's run? Well, basically the same plan I have every day, Pinky. It's to try and drive around the city, not get shot, and take some checkpoints. So we shall see whether I can do this. To be honest, whilst I can go around, I can make plans to an extent. The plans tend to only survive until first contact with the hunters, so there's no point in overthinking it before I start. I can have a vague idea of what I intend to do. I could say, well, today I'm going to go and play with sports cars right from the get-go, because that way I can get around the city more quickly. Or I could have some ideas of tricks and tactics I might use, but basically it's just going to be a case of drive around the city. If the hunters find me, then I'll run away and I'll try and find evasive ways to get away from them. Now that's starting to get a little bit tricky because I feel like they've seen all of my tricks and I haven't had the opportunity to make up any new tricks. So yeah, if the most of this is going to be about stealth, not about trying to run away from them. So I'm going to continue driving and I'm going to try and blend in with normal traffic. So things like stopping at red lights so that I look reasonably normal and generally not breaking the speed limit. Now one thing I have done is I've spawned in an additional AI to put in my car, and that means it looks like there's two people, well there are two people in the car, and hopefully that'll make it a bit less suspicious for the hunters if they see me. For two reasons. One, because I don't do that very often, mostly because I forget. And also because there's a chance that if they ram my car, that AI will shout at them. And so one of the ways they tend to find me is by ramming the car and seeing if they get shouted at. This is not a green light for me, that was unfortunate. I was not paying very much attention. So hopefully that'll help. We shall see. I want to get off this road because it's quite a major one that they use a fair bit as they're driving around. So to help them find me, the hunters have a circle which that appears on their maps, and they know that I'm always inside that circle because as I move around, if I touch the edge of the circle will jump so that I'm always inside it. Oh, I could have gone sooner because it's a turn right, but never mind. So they can use the circle to track roughly what part of the city I'm in and have a good idea of basically approximately where I am. And then they can, in theory, they can use that to try and track me down and hunt me down. Hopefully the idea is that it gives them a bit of information so they're not searching the entire city of Los Santos because it's quite a big city, but not so much information that they find me too easily. It also means that hopefully the hunters will be near me a lot more because having the hunters near me makes for a more interesting game. I'm going to turn right here because this is a right turn. There we go. And I'm nearly at the checkpoint, so this is going quite well. Where is it? Okay, it's on that road. Trundle up this hill here. I'm doing about 30 miles an hour. I think that's sort of the right sort of speed for these sort of roads. It feels about right. Haven't seen any hunters yet, so... Oh, there's a taxi. That's probably Max, because he usually... Oh, maybe not, actually. There's too many people in it. And it's the wrong colour, actually. They get recoloured when the hunters get vehicles. So yes, the hunter vehicles are always coloured in their player colours. So for example, Tristan always has a purple car, Max always has a blue car, and so on and so on. So you'll see them sticking out because they have... Oops, was that a cat? I think it might have been a cat. Oops. You'll see them sticking out because they have brightly coloured cars, they have brightly coloured headlights, and they have underglow, all in their player colours, which makes them stick out quite a lot and will help me spot them, help them spot each other, that sort of thing. Right, that's a checkpoint. So to take a checkpoint, I have to stop in it. So I did that. Then I can try and sort of basically get away from there. I'm still driving through the hills, which is a little bit awkward because the hills are fiddly and difficult to drive through. They're just not my favourite part of the city, basically. And if the hunters all flood to this area, then there's a smaller number of escape routes as well, which is a problem. Okay, so now head back into the... Oh, was going to say head back into the city, but no, the next checkpoint is even more up in the hills. So we'll let those two hunters play with each other a bit. No, I'm wedged. I'm wedged. There we go. I'm unwedged. Just get me out of here. Okay, so the next checkpoint is actually really, really close to the previous one. But I don't really want to. I don't really like taking checkpoints in a chase, so I'm going to not take it just yet. Ha! Tristan went into a wall because he's too busy trying to pit me. That's excellent. That's what we like to see. So yeah, maybe I should have gone the other way, trying to get out of the hills, because as I say, the hills are difficult. I don't, and you can now see why I don't really like them very much. But I do kind of need to stay in them because that's where the next checkpoint is as well. So I'm going to double back up this way and see. The other thing is, it's really, really hard to look behind me to see if I've lost the hunters, because there's one of them going the other way. He seems to have not noticed me though, so I'm all right. Oh, I just need to. I need to get off this road and change cars into something that isn't obvious and red. And also then trying, but I don't want to go too far because there's a convenient checkpoint there. Do any of these driveways have cars in them? The other problem is if you nick a car in the hills, it's probably going to be a very, very good, expensive car. That will do. That's also a coupe. I'll take that. There we go. Yes, I'll have that car. Admittedly, it gets me a broken window, and broken windows are one of the things the hunters will be watching out for, because it's a giveaway that a car is me, because AI, unless they've just been in a crash, won't drive around in a in a car with broken window. Paul has just shot Pete, so that means that he gets killed as well as a sort of automatic retribution thing. So that's good from my point of view. It means that's taken two hunters out of the game for the time being. I've got back to the checkpoint, so I can now stop here, take the checkpoint, and go. Oh, and suddenly it's night time. So we have a thing in this game which we call checkpoint effects. Oh, and Pete and Paul appear to be fighting, so that's fun. Good for me, probably. So we have checkpoint effects, and that means sometimes when I take a checkpoint, something random and somewhat unexpected will happen. In this particular case, that random and unexpected thing was it became nighttime. So now we've got nighttime, darkness, things get a little bit more spooky, maybe. It gets a little bit harder to see vehicles as they're moving around. It's probably a slight advantage for me, especially as it makes the hunter's headlights really, really stand out, because headlights are a lot more visible in the dark, believe it or not. So, right, okay, here we go. Here's a major road coming back down into the city. Now, they'll probably be expecting me to be on it, which is unfortunate, because that's going to make it a little bit easier for them to catch me and intercept me, as they did before. There's Tristan, for example. I can see the purple lights down there. So let's go this way. Skedaddle a little bit. If I head around this way now, so I'm heading away from him because I think he was guarding that way down out of the hills, and I don't want to be intercepted by him again, because last time was annoying enough. He doesn't seem to be following me, so that's good. But yes, one of the problems with the hills is that the roads are a little bit less dense, and there aren't as many different junctions, so you can't change direction quite as often as you can in the normal parts of the city. So that means that if they see the circle moving in a certain direction, it's a bit more obvious where I'm going than it would be if I'm driving around in the city, because the blocks are a lot bigger. So that makes it harder again. So it is another reason that I'm not so fond of being up there. Alta, where's Alta? I mean, Freeway and Popular Street. I don't know where that is either. Oh, Tristan's back again. He's in an approved car now, so he's in a coupe, same as I am, which means they're allowed to be in these cars. Can we have a green light, please? I need a green light so I can get out of here before they do that. Stop it. Leave me alone. There's a green light. Let's just skedaddle. Okay, I think maybe despite investigating me a couple of times, I think Cornelius might not have twigged that this was me. I think I might be okay. Okay, they're shooting. That means I can do I can panic like an AI, hopefully. There's Max and someone dead in a sports car. Okay. Nope, he's going away. Alright, I'm happy with that. Okay, I am heading in the wrong direction now because I got scared and wanted to avoid the hunters because, well, yeah, you know, I just wanted to get away from them as quickly and sensibly as I could. So let's follow this road. There's a green light there. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going in a straight line down here. Where's that car? Okay, now the car was just going taking a slightly funny left turn. All right. I'm still on a major road. I'm in a my car doesn't look too damaged. The problem is the damage in this game doesn't always sync properly between different people's computers. So if I can look at my car and go, oh no, it's fine, there's no damage on it. But if the hunters look at my car, they might see different amounts of damage. There's shooting happening. Oh, I was going to steal that oracle, but then suddenly a green light. So I guess I better keep moving. Let's go down here though, even though I wasn't really in the right lane for that. Here comes Max again. Okay, shot straight past me. Good. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Are there any more hunters around? I don't think so. I could take that oracle. I don't want to take an oracle because it's objectively, I say, it's a worse card than the one I'm in, and I think I'm going to risk that the damage hasn't synced between the whatever, between the game sessions, and sorry, it has. I'm gonna hope that that they aren't seeing damage on the car when I'm not. It's also because it's dark, it's going to be harder to spot the damage. So fingers crossed, I might have a chance of getting away with this. We'll see how that goes though. At the moment, yeah, I'm just going to wait for this light to go green, and then I can head off over this way, and I can turn left here now. That was Pete. Don't have noticed me. Don't be suspicious of me. Why would you be suspicious of me? I'm just an innocent Zion driving around between traffic lights. Hello, Pete. What do you want? What are you doing? I mean, you're like right there. What are you doing? I don't know whether I should. There we go. It's a green light. I think I just gave myself away by driving into Pete, but we'll see if he follows. No, he hasn't. He's gone away. Okay, he obviously thought that crash was his fault. Ha! For once, holding my nerve worked. Let's run this red light because I'm paranoid about this area. I'm getting scared. Oh, the hunters really seem to like their pantos today. For some reason, I've seen an enormous number of hunters in pantos. Oh, the checkpoint is down there on the highway. Okay then. I think I might have run a red light there, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to get down onto the highway here, and then I'm going to whip up and loop back again, because I don't think I can... Oh wait, it's over there. Let's see if I can take... Yeah, I think it technically is on the highway, but let's see if I can take it from here. Did that take? It did not. Okay, no, I do need to be down, level down on the highway. That's a shame. So there is a height component to these checkpoints as well, and that was a confusing one, because I didn't know what height that was supposed to be at. Okay, the engine noise I can hear is just a sports car on the freeway. That's all right then. I'm gonna... I wanted to turn around in that gap I just went past there. Hello, awesome Nimity. Yes, live is good fun. At the moment, I feel like I've been struggling today, but this run so far, touch wood, seems to be going a little bit better than the last ones. So my next checkpoint is just down here underneath a bridge, and awkwardly, it was poking up through the bridge, and I thought I was going to be able to take it from the main road, but no. I'm going to have to come under here. And... where is it? There it is. Oh, I see, it's on the exit ramp. Okay, so I take the exit ramp like this. Stop here. Boop the checkpoint. Checkpoint boops. And now, conveniently, I have a motorway to get away from it on. So, yeah. Skedaddleo. Just put my foot down, up to motorway speed, and I can just get out of here. Now, the question is, where's the next checkpoint going to be, and how much trouble am I going to have getting to it from the motorways? Or is being on the motorway going to be really useful and take me to the correct area? I guess we'll see. Unfortunately, it takes 30 seconds before I actually get told where the next checkpoint is, so please hold. Let's do a lane change there. Nice gentle one. Yes, that's true. If a tugboat had spawned in as a checkpoint effect, then it would have landed on the bridge and not on me. So that's actually really, really good, really useful for this sort of thing. Oh, another one in Vinewood Hills. Oh, for goodness sake. This is just all hills all the time. And I'm sort of stuck on this highway at the moment. I'm going to have to come off at Multicoloured Car Park, I think, and then make my way up from there. And that's going to be a long old drive. Okay. I mean, it could be worse. It could be jumping back and forth between, I don't know, airport and hills, back and forth, and that'd be really frustrating because it'd be so much driving. But yeah, the hills are tricky at best. So sneak around the corner here. And up to the red light. This Zion seems to be doing me reasonably well, so I think I'll stick with it. Even though the hunters have all switched into coupes now, or at least some of the hunters have switched into coupes. So the we're on a an equal footing at the moment. Well, oh, if you've bought GTA 5 or something, you could potentially come along and join in with us in a later session if you want. Probably haven't got time at the moment because it's like 100 gig download and stuff. But yes, we're always interested in having new players along. So if you'd like to come and join in, then yeah, just shout about it on the Discord. And next time we play, which will, I don't know when that's going to be, mid-December at the earliest, because life is happening at the moment basically, and then Christmas and goodness knows what, so it might be a little while until we play again, but yeah, if you want to join in, then you'd be welcome. There's Pete again. Is that a green light? No, it's not. Okay, so hunters are in the well, a hunter is in the area, so that's dangerous. I want to have a look at the map, but I just feel that if I open up the map, then suddenly I'll the lights will go green and I'll just be sitting here like a lemon. That's the wrong button for the map as well. I can't see it on the quick map. There we go, there's green light. See what I mean? Open the map up and boom, green light. Yeah, it's been a very it's been a weird and busy month for me. I mean, I'm not even doing any streams next week because I'm going to be in the theatre all week, because I'm in the Addams Family show, and so we're yeah, it's show week, so we're going to be on. I'm going to be away from basically in performing every evening. So yeah, no streams next week, but there'll still be some videos and things. So keep an eye out for those. And there's a Manhunt video as well, and there'll be an extra. There'll be a one, and they come out a week early if you're a channel support as well. So hint, hint, advert. Yeah, and then work and making videos and run up to Christmas. And yeah, life is busy at the moment. Put it that way. Okay, I still haven't worked out where in the hills I'm trying to get to, but I know it's quite a long way over to the east from here. Yeah, yes, you can indeed come along and join the Panto game and grab another one of those silly little cars that I can punt over if I drive into them fast enough, which is always funny. Actually, I'm not sure if I can in a Zion. I certainly could in the Super Diamond in the last run though. Although the Panto show isn't until January, because, well, that's Panto season. That red flash on the map down there, that means one of the hunters has found somebody to shoot, so okay. That purple car that flew past, is again one of the hunters. And they're in this, so yeah, they're in the general area because they have the circle, so they know that I'm somewhere around here. So they're just going around attacking cars at random, probably, just going up and trying to beat up random innocent AIs, just in case they're me. Then some random innocent streetlights as well. I think I actually don't want to be here. I'm going to risk running this red light. Oh dear, Pete might have seen that. I was going to say, I just don't want to be here. I want to get out of here and just... I'm going to go this way, because this is a right turn on red, and that's allowed. Ooh, that was across the curb there. That's not allowed. There's a lot of shooting happening over there. I don't want to be a part of it. I know I'm driving away from the checkpoint, but I kind of don't care. I just don't want to be here. There's enough shooting going on that, I don't know, maybe I can be a panicked AI, maybe I can't. I'm not sure. I'm going to carry on panicking though and just run these red lights and go up this way. They don't seem to have followed me though, so that's good. And if I go straight, yeah, I'll stop behind this Panto. If I can go straight across here, that's going to take me in the right direction up into the hills. Oh, way up there, blimey. Okay, so I'll want to turn right at the top and then head along a bit and then up again. This is this is a lot of hills checkpoints. They're and as I said, hills checkpoints are hard work. It's a long drive to get to them. Because you can't use the highway because it doesn't go up into the hills. Well, actually, it does to an extent. If I got onto the bit that goes up past the casino, then go, stupid Panto. For goodness sake, I suppose it's turning right, maybe left. Maybe it's acceptable to stop in the middle of a junction if you're turning left. I'm not sure, but I've now put a dent in the front of my Zion, which is not ideal, and I've ignored a stop sign, but that's fairly standard. Okay, so if I take the third left now, I think that's the right, or the correct road to take me up to the checkpoint. Yeah, there's a scrape on the front of my car now. I should probably change that. That was because I was thought, well, maybe I should actually try and use the handbrake to stop so that my reversing lights don't flash every time I come to a stop. But I managed to mess that one up. Hello, Blade Runner. Welcome to the stream. You join me attempting to once again to get up into the hill. I'm bored. Bored of waiting. Trying to get up into the hills to a checkpoint up there, which is bloomin' miles away and it's taking me forever to get to. And I think if I come along here, if I take this left though, oh, and there's a green light, that's convenient. Let's turn left here. I think this is the road that goes up to it.
You're insane.
It's certainly going in more or less the right direction. So if I come up here, straight across at the end of here, let's use this lane because then I won't get funny business with cars trying to turn right. Oh, Max is going up into the hills over there as well. So they've guessed from the position of the circle that I'm trying to go into the hills again. So that's unfortunate because it gives them a lot of information I didn't want them to have. But there's not a lot I can do about it. As I was saying earlier, the hills, not a lot of choice in where you go. So I can go up this road. I can't go across a block and go up a slightly different road. I mean, I could, but it's a massive detour and I'm already here. So it's kind of problematic. But yeah, I'm just going to need to climb all the way up, all the way to the reservoir. Jeez, that's a long way. Is that... That is Max shooting cars. I'm hoping that I look like a panicked AI doing this. Nope, he's following me. Let's carry on this way because I want to be the panic. I want to try and get the panicked AI look working as well as I can. But I think he's chasing me, and he's got an identical car to me, so that's going to be fun. Oh dear. As I said, this is why I was complaining about the hills. Oh no, there's a crash barrier. Oh well, that'll do, I suppose. Land on the wheels, land on the wheels, land on the wheels, land on the wheels. There we go. Ow. That might have got me away, actually, because it was a sufficiently wacky jump that it shouldn't have worked, and yet I'm away. But he's shooting at me. He shot one of my tyres out with blooming sniper rifles. I think I'm gonna have to insist on sniper rifles being removed from this game because they're a bit too effective. That's a supercar. I can't take that because if I'm in a supercar, I can't take checkpoints. I need a different vehicle. I really, really need a different vehicle. Let's ditch it in this petrol station and maybe take that SUV. I could take a Panto just like everybody else, but no. Let's take the SUV in case I need to ram into somebody who's in a Panto. And have it have some effect. Now the Cavalcade is a terrible vehicle. There goes Max. He's missed. He didn't spot me. Excellent. Cavalcade is a terrible vehicle, so I would like to change it as soon as I reasonably can. I probably should have. Would probably have been better off with the Panto, I think, or that Oracle. Oh, there's Tristan. Is that Tristan in a supercar? That's a Bullet, I think. Okay, well if he starts chasing me, I shall blow him up because he'll deserve it for being in a supercar. Right, how the hell do I get back to where I wanted to go? I guess I can attack it from the opposite direction. I think I'm going to have to go with a bit more speed at this point. So let's try for a little bit more speed because I think where I'm trying to get to, it's going to be so hard to get there and actually acquire that checkpoint that if I drive slowly and carefully, it's just going to let the hunter set up roadblocks and things for me. So yes, a slightly more aggressive driving style. Whoop. And, no. I want to take a car that's at least pointing in the right direction, because then it's less of a faff to take it. And these roads aren't exactly wide. But that said, acceptable cars keep going in the opposite direction, so maybe I should change my mind about that. They're shooting. I don't know if they're shooting at me. It's possible. They might have spotted a car driving unusually quickly up here and be taking pot shots at me from way down the bottom. I don't know. But all the cars pointing in this direction are bullets. What's going on? Is there some sort of supercar, what's the word? Supercar meet going on up here? I don't know. But let's come back through here. There's my checkpoint. Up here. There we go. Let's go into this garden. Because I kind of want to hide a bit. Because I think they're probably going to have a good idea roughly quite accurately where I am from all of this shenaniganery. They're going to know where the checkpoint I've just taken is anyway. That's going to be flashed up on their map. So if I wouldn't be surprised to see some hunters fly along here any moment now. Especially as they know I was trying to get up into the hills. This hedge looks like a watermelon from the right angle. Oh, what was that? I heard a crash. I can't get the camera to point in the right direction. Oh, no, it was just an AI crash over there. AI crash sounds like a nursery rhyme. There's someone on a push bike there. That's also interesting. All right, maybe my paranoia was misplaced, but then I mean I think I'd rather be paranoid than dead. So can I get over this wall? No, this is a magical unclimbable wall, probably because it's 10 feet high. I kind of don't want to go back out onto the road because I'm again paranoid. Can I get over here? What's down here? They're shooting. They're shooting from somewhere down below. Okay, we're going to go cross country a little bit and hop over here onto the patio table. I hear tyres and squeals and things. What's going on down on that road? That's definitely hunter noises. I can't see it, but it's definitely a hunter. Oh, maybe coming down here was a bad idea. How do I get out? I guess I'm going to have to get out this way, which is a bit of a... No, it's not too bad of a drop. But I'm going to be very visible if a hunter comes around here, because AI don't hide in trees or drive around up here at all. That's a suspicious vehicle. That's Max going backwards. Am I visible out here? Not very. What's he doing? He's going away. That's good. In the tree, in the tree. I mean, that's a hunter. They're not in, they haven't coloured their vehicle properly, but that's definitely a player car. Why have they stopped there? Okay, right. He's getting it in and out to change the vehicle colour. Okay. All right, that's acceptable. Makes me paranoid to see it, but it's acceptable. It's a thing he's allowed to do. Why are they all so close? I mean, yes, there's not a huge amount of space I could be in around here, but... Oh, go away! Or maybe that was... Oh. And there's another one of them. Jeez. If I could just have a moment's peace and quiet, enough time to go and... Okay. Maybe the OBS is struggling to compress the video or something. It's interesting that the game's not stuttering particularly noticeably. Oh, there's a lot of shenaniganery going on down there, and I can't see properly because I'm looking through a tree. This is really frustrating. Maybe if I hide behind this rock instead, I'll be able to do more useful things to the camera. Or maybe I'll just be more visible and I'll get shot to death. Killed to death, as they say. Okay, have they gone? I think they've gone. Nothing coming across the road. Into the bushes down here. Right, so if I keep going down this way, there's a gully that leads straight down to the road. If I come up here, then I'm going to be really obvious because I'm... they're shooting. Hope it's not at me. Right, at this point, I don't know if that was shooting was them spotting me, or was them just randomly shooting at... Ooh, Cornelius has killed himself. I find that acceptable. Yeah, so if I was spotted up here, I'm kind of exposed. This is... Oh, makes me paranoid. I don't like this. But I can hear... I can hear so many... Basically, I can hear engines being revved more than the AI normally rev them. I'm also up on a hill and really, really exposed. But I don't know what the best thing to do here is. I think probably run along here and try and steal a car out of a driveway. Now I'm even more exposed. I'm on a rooftop. Oh, this is not how I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh, no, they spotted me. Oh, no. Okay, I've been spotted. I got hit by that shot, so I need to hide. Or run, or something. And try and identify where that came from. Camera shenanigans time. Oh, I can't tell what's going on. Camera is difficult. I'm leaning, trying to see round this tree. This is ridiculous. Okay, no, this trying to wait them out is not going to work. I think the time is on their side. Although there's nobody around here, I don't think. Can I see down the hill? Oh, there's Pete shooting up at me. Ah. Okay. He's going to be able to guide other hunters to me, so I need to get out of here. Car. Pfft. Damn it. Running down the middle of the road is the best way to get a car, but it's also the best way to get a hunter. Oh, come on! Don't get caught on a hedge. Why do none of these driveways have cars in them? Ah, the hills are supposed to be an affluent area with lots of vehicles, like that one. I think I see a hunter over there. Yeah, I do. Oh no. This is trouble. This is going to go badly. Start the car, start the car. Ah! Oh, no. After all of that. Running was working to an extent, but... I hate the hills. So many hills checkpoints.
By the rooftops.
Yeah, the rooftop was
Oh,
unfortunate.
you had quite a few hills ones in a row, did you?
I had two hills ones, then one that was out of the hills, then another one that was in the hills. So not.
That's annoying.
Mm.
On the flip side, none of us really know hills, so that was a slight advantage to you, maybe. Like,
Yes and no.
For example, obviously, when I saw you running across the rooftops, I couldn't really articulate where you were.
No, he just doesn't have plenty of way to go.
That much is
But the
true.
circle was very big, so there was always a bit of south in the hills. Not always, but most of the time.
Yeah, there's yeah, so it's an advantage that you don't know where I am, but also there are quite a few times. There was the last checkpoint I was going for before that last chase that went that I did manage to escape from by rolling over the Armco. I saw Max go up into the hills, basically dead ahead of me where I needed to go, and it was, well, I can't do anything about this. I can't take another road and go and try and find a different route up there because there isn't one. There aren't any turn-offs because I'm just stuck on here. So I then had to follow that road up, and then obviously I found Max, and so then it turned into another chase, or turned into that chase rather.
I'll correct you there. It's not that we don't know where you are. We know exactly where you are. We just can't articulate it, which is infinitely more frustrating.
Okay.
That is. Yeah, I guess the case for me as well.
Well, chaps.
Yeah, that is. Did you get like challenges from stream as well, or was that not the case? Because you were
No.
a lot of.
I wasn't getting any challenges, but I was getting a little bit of sort of they were there and sort of cheering me on and stuff.
Ooh, come on, stream. Give them challenges next time.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, challenges
just
is
know.
fun. Although I possibly need to be playing slightly better, and otherwise it's just difficult. I got 4 out of the 5 checkpoints.
Get your excuses in early.
I got 4 out of the 5 checkpoints
checkpoint?
on the last run. The last, so I didn't manage to get the last
That's not
one,
bad.
but I was very nearly there. Last
Where
one
was
was,
the last
I
one
don't
be?
know, it
In
was
the
somewhere
hills
down in
somewhere?
the city. I was trying to get out of the hills, but I couldn't. I was struggling to change cars basically. I decided it'd be a good idea to ditch the car because I thought you guys had seen it. Did you see the red cavalcade?
No.
I don't think so.
Damn it! I should have just stayed in it then and driven. If I just stayed in it and driven off, because I heard some shooting and I thought it was when I was going around one of the long roads that goes around a top of ridgeline, and having been shot at, having had someone shoot my tyres out from up there, I thought maybe they were shooting back up at it. Oh yeah, and we've decided that the sniper rifle is seriously OP, and we should probably remove that because it's a bit of it's ridiculous compared to everything else.
Come on.
Do you mean for the kill at the end? Because that didn't need a sniper rifle.
No, just in general, and the times when it has been kills, and times when it's been taking my tyres out when I've been a million miles away and stuff like that.
I was about to say, remember when you were on backslash, like on top on the thing, and we were at expensive car park? That was overpowered.
That was a very lucky shot, though.
Exactly.
But still, yeah, shouldn't have happened. Technically, yeah.
It's OP, I would say. Right, next, go.
I'm gonna hop out.
Wow.
It's been fun, gentlemen. I'll see you next week.
Can we do a snow run, please? Snow run.
Week after, Paul.
Yeah, it's December's going to be a bit funny, so yeah, keep an eye on the channel and the calendar and stuff, and we'll announce when the next one's going to be, and we'll talk about it a bit. There should be something in schedule, but I haven't updated it for a while, because in theory it's every other week, but it's going to depend on what's going on in real life, and December's going to be busy. So yeah.
What's the snow run?
With it in winter Christmas mode, so we can try
Snow.
and record a Christmas special.
I was about to say snow. Just snow in the city.
I think we'll just wait for Mike for a Christmas special, though.
Yeah, I guess so. He is a fairly standard fixture of the game.
Okie dokie. Then I'll catch you guys soon.
Have a good one.
All right.
You
See
too.
you later.
Go soon.
Bye.
See you around. Is it an idea to do the Christmas one anyway, just in practice for you?
Nah.
I'd rather wait.
It's like snow.
Blade says
We actually had-
he's telling
we
you that
actually
snow
had-
is partially frozen water.
We actually had
He's technically correct.
I was about,
Tristan,
I was about to say,
Stop
tell,
spawning
tell,
people on top of the prey.
I was about to say tell Blade that he's partially true, but he is true, and he can hear me, so you don't have to tell him.
Now I need to choose a new outfit as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is why that needs fixing. But I think you're aware of that, and I've just I'm just mentioning it again. I guess that'll do. I mean, given that there's a theoretically infinite number or near infinite number of checkpoints, the fact that we have two people spawning in on the same one is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's no
sure why
randomizer
that
not being
happens.
random thing.
Oh, it might be because of the specific number of players. I thought it. I don't know.
So
I'll have a look at how the code works.
Okay. Yeah, because it seems to be almost
Have you
every
chosen
time.
a new one?
Yes, I have. It seems to be almost every time somebody spawns in on top of the Voltic, and that's just not acceptable. Okay, this time I'm on my own. Good.
I'm on my own again.
I'm all alone, all by myself. I literally am, because I've been moved off into a different Discord channel.
Shit! What? Oh! Fuck, hey.
Right, well, hello everyone. How many hunters do we have? That's a good question. We have 4 hunters. We have Tristan in pink. No, we have Tristan in purple. We have Pete in green, Max in light blue, and Cornelius in basically the same colour as this Panto. So, yep, they shall be out looking for me. I shall be out trying to avoid them, and we shall see how it goes. So, where's my first checkpoint? My first checkpoint is San Andreas Avenue in downtown. That's actually quite an easy one to take. Maybe I'll, you know, what? Let's come off at this jump here. It's not very subtle, but I mean, people expect Panto to be a bit of a joke, right? So if I come off here, like that, whoop, bit of a slide, and I can come over here, out this way, take a checkpoint, and we're done. There we go. That was nice and easy. So that was possibly one of the quickest checkpoint takes I've ever done. So yeah, pleased with that. Right turn on red. I just don't want to be near the checkpoint in case the hunters come flooding in. So I'm just going to go through the tunnel down here. Try and get out of here. So yes, the Panto is an interesting car. I say interesting. This is a very frowny Panto. It's very it's kind of nippy and agile in a sort of weird way. It's not particularly quick. If and when I get into a chase, it's going to be interesting. I'm just going to have to try and find small areas to dive through to try and get away from it, and we'll get away from the chase. So we'll see how this goes. Is what new for the stream? The Panto certainly isn't new. Pantos have been in GTA for ages, but I don't think that's what you meant. So next one is Del Perro Freeway in Little Seoul. There's Max going through in a bit of a, I don't know what. Okay, so I need to get down onto the highway basically. And how do you get down to the highway from here? And in fact, how do you get? Okay, so I need to go right somewhere up here, and then find my way down onto the highway. And in order to go along and then take that next checkpoint. So there's Max has gone right here already. So I'm gonna stop in this queue here. Now stopping in queues is often a bit dangerous because you tend to get a lot of hunter attention when there's a queue. So you see Max come along to investigate that oracle, and possibly the other oracle. Oh no, he's going off to examine the rest of the vehicle. So I can get away with this turn here fairly nicely. And then another right turn along here. Yes, and I think if I do another right turn and then another one, that'll allow me to drop down onto the highway. While I'm here and waiting, not that button. Yes, that button. Let's do that. Have another person come over and get in the car, because that's always a good idea. And that means, firstly, it means there's 2 people in the car, which looks slightly less suspicious, hopefully, when the hunters see me. And it also means that if the hunters start ramming my car like that, then they might start shouting at them. Max is getting too good at spotting me. This is annoying. Especially as I wasn't doing anything dodgy then. I was just sitting there. Well, I was just pulling off from the junction. So, yeah. Maybe I'll have to get him to justify his attack there and explain why he decided to attack this poor innocent Panto. Right, so yes, as stated, the Panto is going to be a difficult car to get away from a chase in, because it's small and nippy, but it's also a bit slidey and a bit oversteery, and it's also very, very slow, due to possibly partly due to being small and nippy and oversteery. And the problem is, a lot of the sort of the dodging in and out of... Oh, that's a gate. Oh, no, it's a gate that opens. It's alright. A lot of the sort of the dodgy stuff you can do in this game, Max is going to be no better than me, because he's played far too much of this game and knows it far too well, and therefore has rather a lot of game knowledge that I don't have, shall we say. So it's going to be tricky, but I'll see what I can do. Oh, hopefully without rolling the car over. There's a narrow gap up there. Let's try for it, because if I get it and he doesn't... If I do that, maybe. I don't know whether that's good or not. Let's go up here. My AI is also a little bit scared from my driving, I think. Oh no, there's a truck parked to the side of the road. But I mean, so the Panto is agile and can be sort of bounced in and out of trouble with certain appropriate levels of difficulty. So we'll see whether I can actually use that to my advantage. Oh, but no, it just keeps spinning like that because it's so oversteery, and yeah, my driving skill level is problematic. Okay, Peter's in an excessively good car. No, not that button, Laurence. That button, like press and hold it. There we go. So let's do that and get rid of him. Oh, we've got rid of Max as well. Excellent. Well, that's probably going to get me out of the chase. If I'd known it was going to blow Max up, I'd have done it much sooner. That's interesting, because I thought he was in a sedan. Maybe he was in a Sultan, which would explain why I was having trouble getting away from him. So let's do a quick car change here. Quick car change, I said. There we go. Right. So there we go. That's gone quite nicely. Right. Okay. So things haven't changed very much. Hello, persistent. Welcome. Yeah, I'm afraid you don't get points for tricks and stuff in this game. It's just all about the checkpoints. So, speaking of checkpoints, I still need to get down onto that highway, and I'm trying to remember. My map knowledge is failing me a little bit. I think if I turn right, if I turn right here, then I can go round to the left and then onto the highway from there. So this car I'm in now, also terrible, but driving terrible cars has the advantage that I do sometimes get to blow the hunters up, as I did just then. So that was quite useful. Yes, good arbitrary time of day, should we say, put it that way. So somewhere up here, just on the other side of this bridge, there is a way down onto the highway. And if I can get on there, I can bimble along the highway and take the next checkpoint. A brown car. Okay, keep your eyes peeled for a brown car. If you can spot me, and I'll try and spot one. And if I see a brown car, I shall switch into it. Brown cars are they're not a particularly common colour, but I think they do exist. Oop, that was a bit quick for trying to blend in. My priority at the moment is to go down there and get that checkpoint. But yeah, I'll certainly keep my eyes peeled for a brown car. That's not a brown car. That's a black car. That one just there. But I want it anyway. But no, I don't want to escalate to sports cars just yet. I just really like the I've even forgotten what they're called. That particular sports car is a really, really good car. They handle brilliantly. They're good. They're nice and quick. They're fantastic. Does that Panto count as brown? I think it probably does. Oh, pff, it got away. Oh, that Oracle's brown. Frosty Gold is basically brown, right? Yeah, that's definitely brown. I'm counting this one. The Panto was definitely browner, but this counts. I'm pretty sure this counts as brown. What do you think, Awesome? It's your challenge. Do you concur? Does this count as a brown car, or should I carry on looking for another one? Okay, cool. Thank you. Lane change to get right into the right into the way of that Banshee, apparently. Stopping the checkpoint, take the checkpoint, leave the checkpoint. Right, checkpoint taken. So now I've got about a 30-second wait until I'll be told where the next checkpoint is. Now, the problem is, I'm on the highway, and that highway tends to lead out to a bit of a dead end. So I'm going to turn around here and head back out of the tunnel this way. Lovely image. There we go. So there goes Tristan. He's not investigating me because I turned round. So I think that was very worth doing. There's a lot of dodgy driving going on in this game today. Now, I mean, there's always a lot of dodgy driving going on in this game because it's you know, they're trying to simulate real people. But that's just unusually bad, even for Los Santos. Davis Avenue and La Puerta. Okay, so La Puerta, that's oops. Oh, down there. Okay. Oh, right down there. All right. I'm okay with that one. Let's do the right turn on red because I don't care. So yes, that's actually I want to be back on the highway for that. Whoop. Let's flip around here. I can do a right turn on red because as previously discussed, this is America. Right, so now follow. Yes, if I follow this, this is going to take me basically to that checkpoint because it's pretty much on the airport spaghetti. So I think this is going to be a really, really easy one to get. Now, watch me get immediately caught by the hunters and shot all the way to death. But I'm optimistic that this is going to be a relatively easy one. We'll see how that goes. I mean, optimism and hubris is usually bad for me, so we shall see how it goes. The other thing is, if I do a long distance on the highway, then they start to, well, they realise fairly quickly that I'm on the highway, and so they'll start to try and attack this. They'll start to bomb up and down at high speed, and I'm trying to do sort of appropriate motorway speeds. He says, slowing down a little bit. Yes. So right, okay. That's words. Yeah, I need to come off at the next exit. Please be another exit and not have me have miscounted. Yes, there is another exit. Good. So I can come across this way like this. On this lane, yeah, behind the Panto. Down the hill here. So left turn here, and this will get me in towards the airport spaghetti area. Then, ooh, actually, this isn't going to be quite as easy as I thought, because I'm not sure which of the various parts of airport spaghetti is going to be the relevant one. I don't know exactly where it is. Oh, it's okay, it's over there. That's tricky. I'm going to need to go on this road, through the spaghetti. I'm going to need to then turn... Whoa, this is going to be difficult to get to, actually. Maybe I'll just go all the way around the... No, that wouldn't help. Yeah, if I go all the way up here, and then hang a U-ey when once the road sort of rejoins the other side of it, then I can go around to the right and hopefully take it. So let's go over into this lane. Here. Turn around like that, and... Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, if I go this way... And I think if I take the more lefterly... Lefterly? Is that even a word? If I take... No, it's even worse than that. I need to come off this way. Round here, and then do another U-turn. Oh. So I thought airport spaghetti was going to be really, really easy. But no. Oh, that's Pete. Wasn't paying attention. I'm not going to be able to do that U-turn I wanted to do because there's a... Oh no, they've gone. Alright, U-turn it is. Right. And then round here, yes, if I take this road, that's going to get me to the checkpoint. I think. Yes, it's on the right-hand road out of here. Okay, phew, that was harder to take than I was expecting, but here we are. Boom. Drink. That's going to get me in trouble, stopping to drink after a checkpoint like that. Because there's a massive delay before I get out of there, and that's enough time for the hunters to potentially get here. However, if they do find me, I suppose that means I can do Warsonity's challenge of driving backwards in a chase. I'm going to wait and see when a chase happens before I, rather than encouraging one, I think. Does beer count as sprunk in this context? I'm not sure, but it'll do. Picture Perfect Drive and Mad Wayne Thunder Drive. Who names these places? GWC and Golfing Society. Well, I know where the golf club is, so presumably it's somewhere over there. Right, in that case, oh, where does this road go if you don't come off it and drive off road? I'm not sure. I think this rejoins the main highway, and I can then probably go around to the left and head over towards the. Let's have a lane change. Why are there sirens? Has one of the hunters picked up an emergency vehicle? It's possible, or it could be that they could be natural spawn emergency vehicles. They do drive around sometimes. They're quite rare in this game though, because we're not playing in normal GTA Online, which has loads of emergency vehicles around, especially if you've got people misbehaving. So we shall see. Getting away from the hunters in a boat or a plane. That's difficult, because that requires a vehicle change, and vehicle changes in chases are extremely challenging, because it takes quite a long time to change vehicle, and so if the hunters know where you are, you're probably going to get shot. So maybe we'll see if that's realistic. I guess. I mean, I can certainly use a boat or a plane. And if I tell you what, how about this, Johan, as a compromise suggestion for a challenge? If I get another checkpoint that's down in the general vicinity of the airport, although I say that there's only going to be one more checkpoint after this one. If I end up down there, I'll go and get a plane to get away from the checkpoint. So escape from the checkpoint rather than escape from the hunters. How does that sound? Oh, now I'm at the dreaded 5-way traffic lights. They just take forever because there's so many different roads you can take in and out of this junction. These lights are very, very slow to change, and there's a Tristan there. I think I'm going to count this as investigated and spotted and get out of here. Now, I am in a better car than him, because he's got one of the, you know, I was saying earlier about how the Super Diamonds can't do corners. Well, he's in a Super Diamond, so theoretically he can't take corners. We shall have to see how that goes. Especially reasonably quick corners like that one. Now he's got a lot of experience of driving the Windsor, which is basically a better Super Diamond from way back when we used to play Manhunt Checkpoint in GTA Online. Oof, taking a checkpoint in plane, that would be tricky. Impressive, but certainly tricky. Oh no, there's a wall there. I thought this was just going to be a drive-through hedge. Yeah, so Tristan appears to be better with the Super Diamond than I was. That's somewhat unfortunate. I should still be able to get away from. Oh, that's where the checkpoint is. Okay, so remember that for later, everyone. The checkpoint is just up here on the right. But I won't go for it right now because I'm being chased. Now I am allowed to go for checkpoints and chases. It's not forbidden, but because I have to stop in them, so it's taking a checkpoint is a significant disadvantage in a chase. But I still don't really like to. It just feels wrong. It's not the way I like to play the game. Oh, bloody hell. So backwards for 2 seconds. I nearly forgot about that one. That's more than 2 seconds. J-turn. Oh, slidey noises. Yeah, he's definitely handling that that boat of a Bentley better than I was. Big run across the city? No, he's got the turn of speed as well because of the Bentley, because it's or the rolls, perhaps it is actually. It's quite quick, and also I seem to be incapable of taking a corner without driving into another car or some street furniture or just something being in the way, which is not what I want. All right, I'll go down here since the car seems to be pointing in that direction. That looks like another hunter. No, maybe it's not another hunter. It's just a... Oh, I had a moment of indecision and hit a brown car with my current acceptably brown car. Right, so he's still behind me. I think I need to run across the city a bit to just in case the other hunters are getting into this sort of general area. Now they don't seem to be any of them around, which is a bit of a surprise. Normally, when you end up in a chase like this, you tend to get all the hunters flood in fairly quickly and come and join the party. Let's see if I can get up here and then just do the run back along through the city in the opposite direction. Like this. Hopefully he didn't see me do that. No, he did. He's still there, but he's getting some way back. So this Oracle is faster in a straight line than the rolls, but then the suddenly Pete. Oof. This is the disadvantage of doubling back like that. Is it gives any of the hunters who are nearby a chance to get onto an intercept course, especially if they communicate well. And sometimes they do communicate well, and it's very, very upsetting. There's a T-junction coming up here. There we go. I'll take this way. I slowed down far too much for that corner. Problem is, this Oracle's been beaten up enough now, so I'm not sure I trust its handling quite enough to take corners at the speed I might otherwise want to take them. Also, I'm not convinced the Oracle is the best of handling cars in the first place. So, yeah. That said, I think that speedy move through the middle of the city there might have been enough to get me some distance. No, there he's still back there. Okay, well if I go up here round the side of the shopping centre, I can slow down, hopefully whilst out of sight, duck into the shopping centre and through here. Hopefully, I'm in cautious optimism. I'm not sure whether that's going to work or not. What? Oh, for goodness sake! Where did he come from? I'm speechless. That was, I don't know. I mean, am I that predictable? Is it that obvious a route for me to try and take when trying to escape? Apparently so, but I am surprised. Oh no, going backwards again. This is a drive-through hedge. It is a drive-through hedge. Ooh, just missed it. Let's go try this one. Oh, that's a tree. Oh. This Oracle is not. I think the Oracle's getting a bit beaten up and is just not handling quite as I would like it to. It's also quite possible that I'm just not driving very well. That is a thing as well. A thing that happens. Oh, that was, yeah. I don't think I can entirely blame the car for my trials and tribulations at the moment. Is that Max in a hearse? I think it might be. Yeah, I'm sort of tempted to try blowing hunters up, but I haven't seen any of them in illegal vehicles yet. Max is in a hearse, which is a type of sedan. Tristan was in a Super Diamond, which is also a sedan. I'm not quite sure what Pete was in, but I don't think I think it was a perfectly legitimate vehicle, so I've not got any expectation for trying to blow them up to work. So therefore, I don't think it's worth. I'm not going to say it's not worth trying, because you never know, it might actually work. But I feel it's slightly cheeky to try if they don't appear to be playing with vehicles they're not supposed to use. Now, what I should have done by now is turn the circle off again. Oh no! In here. That was, yeah. I looked backwards at a bad time there because I was pretty much airborne. Oh, well, I hope they're not behind me because I don't think I can use this car anymore. The other thing that's happened now, unfortunately, is that they'll have had a good look at my character model, because there was definitely a point where Tristan was stopped right in front of me when he was just generally bullying my car, trying to get a reaction out of me. Don't go up here. Are there any car parks down here? I hear shooting. I don't know if they're shooting at me or if they're just shooting for the sake of shooting, but I don't like it. If this goes the same way as the last run, where I end up running around on foot for ages and then get shot from hiding in a bush, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, I'm going to take this cavalcade. It's not a good car, but it is a car, and having a car is better than not having a car, by far. And because it was parked on the street, it's slightly quicker to steal as well. Now I know that I'm driving back in the direction of where all the hunters were, which is perhaps unwise. But it's the direction I need to go in anyway, and hopefully they won't expect it. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Oh, that was an exhausting chase. Challenge, punch a pedestrian. Okay, well, after I've taken the next checkpoint, I'll find a pedestrian to punch. Yes, it's true. Taking a checkpoint in a boat would be even harder because they're all on roads and mostly somewhere out in the middle of the city. I need a moment or two to calm down and have some beer. That'll help. Surrounded by motorbikes. And a motorbike would be an interesting way to try and finish it off. But ha! Tugboat. Yeah, the problem is the tugboat doesn't appear until after I've taken the checkpoint. So if the same checkpoint appeared twice, then yeah, I actually could. If it, I think Max has spotted my character model. Yes, he has. He's pretending to chase that banshee, I think. No, maybe he's actually chasing that banshee. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go up here because it's away and it's a right turn on red, so you know, legal. And that's a left turn on a green, which is also legal. You're allowed to turn. You're allowed to go through green lights. It turns out. Who knew? But drinking is my what's the term? Performance enhancing drug. It makes an enormous difference. It allows me to drive much more. Oh dear, what's going on there? What is going on there? That's not a hunter. That was just a generic AI traffic accident, apparently, but it was quite a spectacular one. I mean, I'm used to the AI... No, bad Oracle. I'm used to the AI messing up quite spectacularly, but that's more so than normal. I see yellow lights behind me. That's Cornelius. Oh, he's going off in a different direction. That's alright. I'm okay with that then. So if I come along here, I'm going to turn left, because I don't like being on this road. It's too big a road, and I have this feeling that the hunters are more likely to patrol on the big roads, because it's sort of more natural to end up on them, because they are the big... Ooh, a coquette. I haven't seen one of them for a while. The big roads are sort of the ones you naturally end up on just because they're the main arteries of the city. So my theory is that if I stay on these slightly smaller roads, I might be slightly more hidden. I don't know how true that is, but it's a theory, and it's one that I keep talking about. So to be honest, the hunters should know that I keep trying the small roads. But I don't know. I think it's worth a try. I think it's worth a try because even if they're aware of it, there's a certain psychological tendency to stick with the smaller roads. Is that Max? Might be. It's going a different way to the way I want to go anyway, so that's all right. Right, so I'm now on the approach to that. Yeah, I have a bit of a problem with left and right in this game because all the cars drive on the wrong side of the road. So I think of turning across traffic as turning right, whereas turning with traffic is turning left. But because so sometimes when I say turn right, what I actually mean is turn across traffic. But yeah, left and right are apparently difficult. So yeah. Boop. Hurrah! Right, let's get away from here now because that's going to be marked on the maps for all the hunters. So if I go down here, let's just try and not be anywhere near that checkpoint. As much as is reasonably possible. Look, that I thought I saw something zip past it. Yes, there's several of the hunters going past there. In fact, all of the hunters going past that way. So I'm going to go this way. And then this way. Oop, curb. Don't do the curb. Yeah, whether beer is actually performance enhancing. Hopefully it's entertainment value enhancing, even whether it makes my driving better or worse. Ooh, a freeway. Excellent. A freeway checkpoint should be easier to take, probably. Now, there's the problem we've discussed before, where sometimes you can be on the wrong side of the freeway, because if it appears on a normal road, a small road like this one, for example, then I know that if a checkpoint appears on a small road like this one, then I can take it no matter which way I'm going along the road. Whereas if it appears on a big road like the freeway, then I might end up being in the wrong lane and therefore not able to take the checkpoint. There's no straight on on this. No, there's a straight on the arrow. I just couldn't see it because there's a car on top of it. Oh, it's very tempting to switch over to that Zion because it's either of those Zions because they're better vehicles than the one I'm in at the moment. So, oh, I don't know. All checkpoints are on roads. They may or may not be on intersections. No guarantee either way. They might be on intersections, they might be on... A lot of them are either on or reasonably close to intersections. So you see this one is Los Santos Freeway and Del Perro Freeway. So it's sort of on the intersection of those two. Although how a freeway intersection works, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's no longer the set of 20 or so intersections that our checkpoints used to be. We've now got a selection that it can be anywhere in the city. So basically the game picks a random point somewhere in the city or a random point on a road somewhere in the city and says, yep, this is your checkpoint. Have fun with it. Right, that light has just turned red, so I'm going to assume that I can have a moment to have a quick map break. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Alright. We'll see how this goes. So if I go down to, if I go straight ahead and then across 5 ways, I can get onto the highway there and then try and work out what I want to do from once I'm on the highway. Yeah, so I mean, we got the old checkpoint system where there were 20 or so of them. It got a little bit predictable, isn't quite the right word, but we all knew where all of the checkpoints were, and therefore we all tended to so when the hunters saw that I was driving in a certain place, they go, oh, he's going for such and such a checkpoint, and they'd all mob it, and it made it difficult. Whereas now, I'm just going to run this light because 5 ways is horrible. Now there's a chance that I could be going absolutely anywhere. The checkpoint might be where they expect the checkpoint to be. It might be somewhere completely different. They don't know, so it gives a bit more interest. There's Pete. I see the green headlights. That's worrying. He seems to be investigating cars up at 5 ways though, so I'm glad I left 5 ways the way I did. Oh, and here comes Tristan. No, he's turning around, as is Pete. He's going away. Good. Right. Oh, there's a green light. Let's go. So I need to turn right here like this. Oh crap, this doesn't get me onto the highway the way I thought it does. This gets me onto the highway going south, which is not what I want. So I'll follow this and then I'll perform a massive, obviously illegal U-turn here like this because I actually want to get onto this road and not do the other bit. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure the hunters won't have been watching that. I think I should have got away with that, and I seem to have done so far. Now I'm on this highway. Hopefully that means they'll have a bit of a job getting onto this highway as well, if and when they work out that I am on the highway. So, yeah, I like having the new extra variety in the checkpoints as well. It makes it far more interesting. It's something we've been talking about for quite a while, or at least increasing the number of checkpoints is a thing we've been talking about for quite a while. And this is a much better way of doing it than just going around and making up a load of extra ones ourselves, because this way there's no limit to the number we can have, and we don't have to. We've got a computer to do the hard work for us, basically. Woo! There's cars on both sides of it. Oh, it's there! Oh, for goodness sake! Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna U-turn like this. How do I get to there? Okay. Right. Yep. I see how to do this. I might even be able to do this. Apart from that U-turn I just did then, I might be able to do the rest of it legally, which makes a nice change. Come around here, get to this junction. There's a Tristan there with the rifle out. I don't like this. I think he was coming to steal my car, which is why I didn't like it. The fact he's not shot me yet is quite surprising. You know what? I'm going to take this checkpoint. Like that. I don't know if this counts as a chase or not, but I'm going to take it here. Oh no, it's the bursty tyresy checkpointy effecty. Oh no. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So I am now definitely in a chase, but I'm in a good, sort of a good position. Apart from the lack of tyres, I'm in an excellent position in this chase. So I'm just going to point the car south and go and hope, really. just hope they're not behind me. I'll turn my lights off because that might help a little bit. I should have dropped into the storm drain there. That would have been smart. If I'd have been able to do it without crashing, because when you've not got your tyres, your vehicle becomes very hard to control like that. Oh, maybe I need to take the finger off the throttle in order to do that a bit more effectively. I don't know, but yeah, this is problematic. I don't see anyone behind me, but I can't see. Oh, there we go. Right, I have in fact won the game. Oh, phew! That was exhausting. I am tired now. I don't need any more challenges. I've finished and I've won. And I think, what time is it? It's 10 past 10 and I'm fairly tired. So I think that will probably be the last run. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that run and my distinct lack. Oh no, I had one tyre left. No wonder. No, yeah, one tyre left. Well, that was interesting. Oh, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Well, actually, no. I'm going to carry on. I'll go back and talk to the others a bit, and before I stop the stream. But yeah, that's probably going to be the last run for today. Oof.
Else, I need to know his need. Oh,
Words. Hi.
GG.
oh,
Thank you.
GG.
Oh, that was hard work.
I need to know your new tactic.
Well-
That was so difficult.
I'm not sure what my new tactic was. I mean, there was one point quite early on in that run where you came over and attacked me, and I'm not sure what gave my Panto away, but I was sort of just pulling off from a junction, and suddenly a Max from behind at high speed.
Well, I saw a Panto earlier in a row of cars that made me suspicious. You turned right, which is you thing to do, and
turning right is a me thing to do. What?
yes, if you see me go straight, you turn right. It's a given, nearly. Right, if you're in a turning right lane, or sometimes even if you're on a not turning right lane, well, there was a row of cars I was suspicious of, so I checked.
If he's in a turning right lane, he'll turn right.
Yeah.
No, it's one of those. It's one of those that can do both. It goes straight or right, and you take right if you see me in front of you, or someone else in front of you. But you see me. I called it out because I said, hey, there was a beige Panto, or like a 10 Panto, I think I said, and another row of cars, and I checked the other cars. That wasn't you. And
no, I'd never drive a Panto. They're far too rubbish.
No, the other two went just one way, and I thought Panto was easy to find. And I did look for it, and it was you.
Yes, I made it to a beach. Not the beach, but a beach. I was challenged to go to the beach, but then that was just as I was finishing, so I didn't achieve it in the run. But then I found one afterwards. Got to keep the
That's a fail then. We win.
So what challenges did I do? I was told to use a brown car, so I switched into brown Oracle, which I then kept for quite a long time actually, until it got thoroughly Tristaned. Oh yeah, I drove backwards for more than 2 seconds in a chase. What else was I challenged to do?
Did you see my jump?
That's why you took a long time to do your J turn.
Yes, that's why I took a long time to J turn. You're quite right. So one of them was
get
get away.
Jump in it? Oh,
I don't think so. One of the challenges was get away from the hunters in a boat or a plane, but I pretty much vetoed that one because changing vehicles during a chase is not practical.
No.
The real trick would be to take a checkpoint in a plane. Yes, that would be quite challenging. Oh, actually, the real trick would be to take a checkpoint in a boat. There's a punch pedestrian challenge which I didn't get around to.
I think the boat might be allowed.
I
think plane I don't think is.
I think boat might be actually possible as well because you can sit on the trailer of a boat while an NPC is driving. Not that there's many trailers with boats here in the city,
but it would have to stop. It'd have to happen to go through the checkpoint, and it would have to stop in the checkpoint, and.
But your vehicle doesn't have speed because you're on the boat on the trailer. I don't think it counts as you having speed, or does it track the player?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it checks the vehicle's speed.
Oh.
So
maybe.
So that would work then.
It might work.
I think that's a massive what's the word? When all the stars
Coincidence.
align. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but it'll do.
Coincidence.
It's just CO something.
Yeah, I think I was going for
then.
Confluence, but that didn't. I think.
Isn't that a Jira program or an Elysium program?
It is, yes, but they got the name from somewhere. In the same way that Discord, it means sort of have a bit of an argument.
Discord is having a conversation, right? Or is it an argument?
I think there's implication. Well, Ooh, I think it might have a couple of meanings. I think because it certainly does mean to be sort of in disagreement. But
Yeah,
no,
because-
discourse. Sorry, discourse is a conversation. Discord is a disagreement.
You know why I
when
blew
you-
up, by the way? When you blew up all the players,
Oh, were
my
you too
car
close to
wasn't
someone?
even blown up. No, I
No, he
hit
attacked Pete
during the
and got
chase.
punished
No, I
for
did not.
it.
I
Yeah.
did not attack Pete. I hit
He
Pete on
attacked
accident.
me
The
blatantly.
game decided you attacked Pete.
Oh, so you rammed
and
Pete, and
therefore
that.
you got-
Oh, right. Yeah, because I was wondering
I
about
think
that.
it is the other way around. Actually, I think Pete rammed me.
Because
But I checked. I was in a sedan.
I was pretty sure you
sure.
were in a sedan, so I was rather surprised when you blew up. I mean, I was mostly trying to get rid of everyone else who were all in sports cars.
Retribution for attacking
I
me.
wasn't.
Or
I was in
I
a
think
truck.
even-
Oh,
oh, so you
miles away.
presumably you didn't blow up then.
No.
But all the people who blew up, I was thinking, yeah, well, I saw a couple of sports cars in the chase. So I thought, well, I'm not having any of that. Goodbye. I thought so. It's what it's there for.
Right. Quarter
Now
past
you got-
10, probably
Yeah.
worth calling it.
I think that's what I was saying at the end of the last run, just before I came back into the main chat. Yes, I think that's probably a good time to end.
You know what this means, Laurence? That next time your excuse that I'll be tired today if I'm tired today does not count anymore. She had a couple of very
Yeah,
good
I
runs.
was actually expecting to be really tired today, but I've not been too. I mean, I am a bit tired, but I've not. But it's not been so bad that it's meant I've been unable to drive. There's been a lot of points where I've driven badly, but to be honest, I think that's probably just normal me rather than tiredness. Yeah, so yeah, it seems not to have affected me quite as much as it normally would. I've just found a max-coloured limo.
Yeah, I've tried. I've been searching with that for quite a while actually. I'm surprised I didn't find you. At the end, for some reason it was so difficult to find you in the
Oh, it's
last.
missing
run.
tyres. I don't want that. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to be hard to find. I spent a fair bit of time driving an SUV, which is fairly out of character, so maybe that's why.
What was your character actually? We got told black guy.
Yeah,
Not
I was
in
a
the
black
song.
guy in a grey hoodie.
Okay.
I didn't clock the hoodie.
Yeah, black guy,
Oh.
grey hoodie, white t-shirt, black trousers.
Yeah, we never see trousers.
True,
Don't worry
true.
about that. You could have no trousers, just like
There probably
like a
is.
voice,
I'm sure there's a
like
character
a-
model in there somewhere that doesn't have trousers on, other than sort
Oh,
of
I'm
the
sure.
women in bikinis and whatnot.
No. There is the cannibal group that's fully naked.
I think,
That's
yeah, I
different.
think
They're-
Tristan took
they're
that one
not-
out.
We're talking
Yeah,
about.
they're not in here, but
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm talking about Donald ducking, not fully naked. There's a big difference.
I wouldn't be
Donald
surprised if it was
Ducking.
something like that as well.
Have you never heard it called
I'm
that
thinking
before?
about it.
I have not. I love it.
I don't think I remember. Is there a cutscene with a guy in a?
Doesn't
I don't know.
Lester turn up in basically dressed as Walter White from the infamous scene in Series 1? Shirt
I
and
don't think so.
tighty whities. Oh?
I don't think.
It sounds like something, what's his face to do, not Lester.
Trevor.
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 Yeah,
Trevor
maybe
actually
Trevor.
does, yeah, but that's Trevor. He has a different clothes in it.
Yeah, I'd also be fairly careful not to dress as Trevor because even I'd recognise that one.
I've seen a Michael a couple times. I didn't shoot at it because I assumed it was the demon.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Paul and Cornelius were running around as Michael quite a bit.
For the start bit, I was.
Oh yeah, we can stop recording now,
fun.
can't we? I shall do that.
Oh, yeah.
Probably stop streaming as well, but I should probably say goodbye to the stream first.
Bye, stream.
Stop recording. Yes,
Bye,
Goodbye, Blade.
stream.
thank you everyone for watching. I'm sure at least the last two of those videos were both quite good runs, so those will probably appear as videos at some point in the not too distant future. Well, I say not too distant future. There's a couple left in the in the magazine at the moment that haven't been released yet. So I had a fairly productive weekend last weekend and made several videos. So there's a couple of those left waiting to come out. So keep an eye out for those and. Well, there'll be lots of other stuff coming out as well. So, yeah, check it all out. And thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm not sure when next time for GTA will be, but we'll be back in just over a week with Factorio and Dyson Sphere program as normal. As I said, there's not going to be any streams next week because I'm not going to be around, but normal service will be resumed the week after. So, thank you very much. Yes, thanks, Blade. Have a good weekend to you as well, and to everyone else.
I am so sorry to interrupt. For the people that have seen the Lost Runs, it's also a very good idea to watch the videos because you'll see some extra things and hunter perspectives as well.
That's true. Yes, you'll see how the hunters got on. I mean, there might be some spoilers. You know what I should do actually? I should go back and make some videos from the really old runs that I've that are just sitting waiting on my hard drive to be dealt with, and then and then these ones can come out in about a year when everyone will have forgotten them. That's probably a good idea. Maybe I'll do that instead. As anyway, all of that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time I do a stream. Bye bye.